Hey, welcome back, my lovely patriots. Man, I tried to get here as soon as I could. I've been busy editing videos, trying to get some clips for you guys. I have to listen to news. I got to get updates, all that stuff. Hopefully, audio is okay. Let me go ahead and test that real quick. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good. All right, we're going to be watching a little bit of hosting from President Trump's dinner. I have not watched this yet, so we're going to watch it together. We have some good points to talk about today, and we're going to share a little bit of JLP, the Alpha Man. He's going to be talking with a young man, very smart young man, and I actually enjoyed the interaction. So we're going to watch a little clip of that. Hey, Fresh, how are you, Robert? Thank you for the first like there. Brian and Raj, my lovely friends here on YouTube. Appreciate you guys for being here with me today. Ozzy the man. What up, man? What up? I'm going to spend a little bit of time here with you guys saying hello to my friends. To my dear patrons, we got a lot of work ahead of us, man. A lot of work. Rush, you better be ready. You better be available. You know how hard it's gonna be. So, well, I hope that you are all having a wonderful afternoon. Believe it or not, I was actually gonna get back at 4 p.m. And then my ADD just doesn't let me have peace. So I had to do all this other stuff, and I had to, looking for more information. I want to double check what I've been talking about. And well, oh my gosh, so many people are just now saying what we have been talking about. Dirty money in the house. What up? G1904, welcome back. Lisa, we just started, sweetheart. Abuelita, we just started. We just started. Don't worry. Let's go. I like it. I like it. I'm trying to get my Samoan family to get pumped up. We're going to see if we can get some support from our Samoan family. I need the biggest Mexicans and the biggest Samoans next to me when we're out there campaigning and giving our speeches in front of people. We need to get everybody psyched up. We definitely know what we need. We definitely know what people want. And then we definitely know what we actually can accomplish. But we're going to have to do a lot of house cleanup. Let me tell you that right now. And it's going to be tough. I'm not going to promise you that we are going to win, but we're going to give it a run. There's a lot of Democrats in office. And you know that the moment that I say that I'm going to run as a Republican, they're gonna try to throw all the dogs on me, and they're gonna throw all the wolves on this little sheep. What they don't know though is that I'm not a sheep. I am a lion. I'm a lion hiding under sheep's clothing. So that wolf is about to get tore up. Let's get it, MJ. I was about to say hello. This guy got man. See, I can't even say hello to this guys. I was about to say hello. Hey, is Mingo a Spanish name? Mingo, unless it's a short name, no. But I think Mingo might be Domingo, which means Sunday. You know that. So maybe it is a short for Domingo, and that would be Spanish. Brian, what's up? Let's get it, guys. Let's go ahead and get into this dinner. You guys can make your comments in here. I want to say, guys, but you know what? Before we do that, I have been I've been very thankful for you guys' support. I appreciate you, and so let me hold and put here a big thanks and a joined opportunity for you guys if you haven't done that. Don't worry, we'll get it. We'll get in there. We'll get in there. But I want you guys to enjoy. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you guys as for becoming members of my channel. You guys know that it helps a lot, big time. And you know, this is my job. This is what I'm doing for a living. So you guys know that I live off of this. I love doing what I do, and I am glad that I'm doing it because I am learning a lot more things and getting ready for an even harder job in the future. Whether we get that position, we don't know, but we're definitely going to give it a shot. Let's go ahead and join our president and see what this dinner is all about. Guys, much love to you. I appreciate you.
And there's nobody tougher or smarter than the people we have gathered tonight. I'd like to thank Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary Rubio, Secretary Bessent, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, Ambassador Sergio Gore, going to India very shortly. Congratulations, Sergio. And Rick Grinnell, who's always done a fantastic job. Thank you, Rick, very much. And Senators Jim Risch and Steve Daines for being here. We have some other people coming in a little while, very distinguished people. I've just completed a series of outstanding bilateral meetings with these leaders in the Oval Office to discuss our ties with this very important part of the universe. We're strengthening our economic partnerships, improving our security cooperation, and expanding our overall bonds. A tremendous amounts of trade was done just in the last little while. Lots of great products, military products and otherwise, are being bought from the United States. We make the best military equipment by far in the world, and they understood it, really have understood it for a while, ever since I've been in office, where we rebuilt completely our military. I want to thank all of the leaders for being here and for their dedication to a strong relationship with the USA. The nations of Central Asia, known as the C5, sit at the historical and geographic crossroads of the world. These nations were once home to the ancient Silk Road connecting east and west. Great history, tremendous, beautiful history. Today, their location in the heart of Eurasia gives them incredible importance and unbelievable potential. Sadly, previous American presidents neglected this region completely. It's an unbelievable region, and by the way, it happens to be an extremely wealthy region, too. But we are fixing that mistake, and I'm committed to making America's partnership with each of these countries stronger than ever before. And I've had a relationship long before this. We've had a great relationship with some of the leaders sitting at the table, and I understand the importance of this region. One of the most important regions. A lot of people don't know that or didn't know that. One of the key items on our agenda is critical minerals. In recent weeks, my administration has strengthened American economic security by forging agreements with allies and friends across the world to broaden our critical mineral supply chains. We had a great relationship and a great meeting with President Xi of China. And we went also, as you know, our new and fantastic Prime Minister of Japan. If you take a look, what we've done is pretty amazing. We were with the president of South Korea. We went to Malaysia and lots of other places and had a lot of meetings while in South Korea. And I think it was a tremendous period of time. We took in at least $2 trillion pouring into our country. There's never been anything like it. We have almost $18 trillion of investment. And by the time we finish out our first year, we probably will have about 20 or 21 trillion, with a T, trillion dollars of investment. And there's never been anything like that in the history of the world, not just the United States. This is really the world we're talking about, nor has anything been close. It's a great honor. I've had a very talented team next to me, but it's a great honor to have that kind of economic power. This was helped greatly by tariffs. It was helped greatly by November 5th, which was the election, presidential election. But our countries and the countries that we're dealing with, they're promoting security, stability, and everything else that you can imagine for the entire world 3 months ago, my administration also brokered a historic peace agreement between nearby Armenia and Azerbaijan, one of the 8 wars that we ended in 8 months. At that time, 8 months, we're looking to end one more, if that's possible, Russia and Ukraine. We haven't gotten there yet, but I think we've made a lot of progress. As I said at the time, that historic accord includes the construction of the new Trump route. It's such a beautiful thing. They named it after me. I really appreciate it. It's actually a big deal. But it's the new Trump route for international peace. This is a road that's being carved and goes through some of the most important places anywhere in the world, some of the most important places economically also anywhere in the world, which will boost commercial activity on the other side of the Caspian Sea, helping nations throughout Central Asia. I'm optimistic that each of the countries here today will reap the benefits of peace if they embrace the opportunity that we've unleashed with the agreement. Some of the countries we're talking about and some of the countries represented here are going to be joining the Abraham Accords, the Abraham Accord, and that those announcements will be made over the next little while. The Abraham Accords are very sought after right now. We're going to be announcing some very important countries that are joining, and for Jared and for Steve Witkoff, we appreciate the great job you've done. This evening, I'm also delighted to report that Kazakhstan has officially agreed, and that's official now, as of about 15 minutes ago. A tremendous country with a tremendous leader has officially joined the Abraham Accords. And I just want to thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor. It's a tremendous honor to have you. Really great. Once again, I'm grateful that each of these respected leaders has made the trip to Washington, and I'm delighted to continue our conversation over dinner. We're going to have a little working dinner, short one. They've been flying a long way. It's a long flight, but we're going to have a quick but very fruitful dinner. I want to thank the media. You've covered it very fairly, and it's really a great honor to be with these incredible leaders. These are highly respected people, and there's no games. They don't play games, I want to tell you that. So maybe I'd like to ask you, Mr. President, to say a few words if you'd like, and we can go through the list of the 5, and then we'll have a little dinner, please.
Mr. President, first of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to you for convening this truly historic meeting at the White House. And under your steadfast leadership, this summit marks the beginning of a new era of interaction between the United States and Central Asia. Precisely 1 year ago, you achieved a landslide victory in historic election which was absolutely clean and fair. And once again, my congratulations.
Thank you.
And my strong belief that, Mr. President, you are the great leader, statesman, sent by heaven to bring common sense and traditions that we all share and value back into the United States policy, either domestic or foreign. Therefore, millions of people in so many countries are so grateful to you. And I'm convinced that your wise and bold policy needs to be strongly supported worldwide.
Thank you.
Under your presidency, America is ushering in a new golden age. I commend your far-sighted vision of making America great again. This inspires me to pursue target-oriented strategy towards building just and strong Kazakhstan on the basis of my concept, law and order. As President of Peace, you, Mr. Trump, brought to an end 8 wars just within 8 months. Thus, you have evidently reinforced America its role as a pillar of international stability. Mr. President, I highly appreciate your unwavering support to advancing Kazakh-American multifaceted cooperation. As early as in your first term in the White House, our relations have been legally fixed as enhanced strategic partnership. The United States is the largest investor with over $100 billion in our economy as its perpetuum mobile. Our trade turnover has doubled in recent years and is approaching $5 billion. We cover almost 25% of America's domestic uranium demand. Kazakhstan has become a home country for 600 American companies. So I think that it's a very good figure, and during my visit alone, our businesses are concluding deals worth over $17 billion, paving the way for even greater B2B partnership. So my political will to seize all those unique opportunities, and this will is firm, is irreversible, and I will keep all important issues under my personal attention. I have no doubts that we have very bright future as it comes to our bilateral cooperation. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. President. Great job, too. Thank you very much. Please.
Esteemed Mr. Trump, we highly value your personal contribution to reboot process of C5+1. Before that, none of the presidents of United States of America never treated Central Asia as you do. Me personally and all my colleagues are grateful to you. We've felt your close attention, your attitude, and it means a lot for us. Thank you very much for that. In reality, indeed, I'd like to repeat myself. I've told you that already. In Uzbekistan, we call you the president of the world. You've done a lot. You were able to stop 8 wars, and I'm convinced that the war between Russia and Ukraine can be only stopped by you, and we are very much hopeful for that. Today's summit shows that the United States of America foresees Central Asia as key partner. Together, we develop future which is based on trust and pursuance to creation. I have a number of proposals. We would like to establish a permanent secretariat and place it based on rotations in different countries of Central Asia. Number 2, to establish a coordination council on investments and trade, and to provide for the systemic dialogue between public authorities and companies. We think that the idea to establish a Central Asian investment partnership would be a good idea. So we were able to agree on that in 2020. We are ready to continuously work with the U.S. on establishing communicational and energy projects, transportation, to link Central Asia and Europe, applying and using Trump route. 3-year plan has been established, as I told you already, to implement our investment program for $34 billion. Those are large projects, and we've discussed it with you already, both in New York and today I've mentioned it to you. So we have strong perspective. Once again, I would like to express my deepest gratitude for all that has been already done. And we will take back a lot of results from this summit. It is a landmarking summit, and your attitude towards all of us means your great support to us to strengthen Central Asia and to strengthen the partnership between Central Asia and the U.S. C5+1 have to become efficient mechanism of our practical partnership. And I propose to host our next summit in 2026 in Samarkand to establish this further. I'm pretty sure that, I'm convinced, Mr. Trump, that under your leadership, it will be a strong partnership. Thank you very much for your attention, and we will be well prepared for the summit in Samarkand.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. President. Please.
President Donald Trump, I thank you very much for invitation to participate in today's very important high-level commemorative meeting in the format of C5+1. The Central Asia and the United States, you play a remarkable and highly commendable role in ensuring peace and stability in conflict regions around the world, and your peaceful efforts are worthy of praise, and I extend my heartfelt congratulations to you, Mr. President. And today our collaboration, our wide-ranging bilateral cooperation covers different areas: trade, economy, security. As it comes to our security cooperation, we particularly have an excellent cooperation on counterterrorism, fighting extremism, and drug trafficking. Mr. President, over 70 companies with American investment are operating in Tajikistan today, and 93% of my country is mountainous, and we have an abundance of natural resources, particularly water, hydropower, critical minerals, and rare earth materials. Tajikistan is a home for 13,000 glaciers, and approximately 60% of Central Asian water resources originate in Tajikistan, and our country is rich in strategically important minerals, including rare earth minerals and critical materials. Tajikistan is a member of both the European Union's Critical Raw Materials Club and the United States Mineral Security Partnership Instrument. And according to the United States Geological Survey, our country ranks the second in the world in terms of antimony production, and is currently the largest producer of metallic antimony, which is the United States so deeply interested in. And we have a brilliant cooperation on this. And last year, antimony accounted for 97% of Tajikistan total exports to the United States. In 2024, Tajikistan produced and exported 17,000 tons of metallic antimony, primarily to the United States. And the activities of ANZOB, joint venture in ANZOB Metallurgical Company in Tajikistan, with American investment by Comsap, American company, exemplify our strong and long-enduring collaboration. However, there are still many opportunities in terms of trade and investment, and we are interested in expanding economic and trade cooperation between our countries. So there is a good opportunity to cooperate in creating new generation of sustainable artificial intelligence data centers. And since we have a brilliant cooperation between our air companies, and since 2008, Tajikistan's Somon Air Company had purchased 8 mid-sized Boeing aircraft with a total volume of $440 million, and this company is expected to receive 2 more modern Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft next year, and the total commercial package of Boeing with the Somon Air exceeds $3 billion. And American companies, so we have excellent cooperation with American companies over the last 20 years, and the American companies, they're particularly interested in antimony and many rare earth minerals, which Tajikistan has abundant resources, and Tajikistan, among the Central Asian countries, has a very rich, boundless potential and resources in critical minerals, and we are very keen to continue closely our cooperation on security items, which we are so concerned for so far. And I wish you every bit of luck and to your endeavors as a president of peace.
Please.
dear mass media representatives. For me, it's a great pleasure for me to hold a bilateral meeting with President His Excellency Donald Trump and to participate in the C5+1. First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to President Donald Trump for his kind invitation and warm hospitality and this opportunity to speak about important topics. Kyrgyzstan values the United States of America as one of the important partners in foreign policy. During our bilateral meeting, we discussed some actual topics of the Kyrgyz-U.S. relations, as well as the strengthening cooperation between the Central Asian countries. With regard to Kyrgyz-American relations, I would like to emphasize four main areas: economy and investment, including tourism, hydropower development, digital economy, artificial intelligence, and information technology, ensuring peace and security and stability. In this context, I wish to highlight the significant contribution made by President Donald Trump to strengthening global stability and to ending conflicts in different parts of the world. When I started my office of the president, I identified the main priority as resolve border issues with our neighboring states in the spirit of good neighborhoodness. Today, after 5 years, I am pleased to note that together with my counterparts, we have successfully achieved this goal, most importantly through peaceful means. As a result, the role of Central Asia in global politics has grown substantially, and major powers have shown increasing interest in cooperation with the region. The C5+1 format has become an important platform for advancing political dialogue, and I'm very glad about that. I would like to express my special appreciation to Your Excellency President Donald Trump for initiating and hosting today's summit, and we really feel warm hospitality. We highly value this step and regard it as a demonstration of the United States' goodwill and commitment toward Central Asia and friendship. I am confident that our joint efforts will lead to concrete, mutually beneficial outcomes for both nations and people. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please.
I thank you, Mr. President. First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude, Mr. President, for the invitation to attend this C5 Central Asia plus US Summit. We consider that we recognize the good results that made since the development of this format, and of course we expand the cooperation in such strategically important areas as security, economy, energy, and environment. We believe that the results of this summit will lead us to further expansion of multi-phase cooperation between Central Asia and the United States of America. I do appreciate, Mr. President, for your warm hospitality. I do appreciate.
Thank you very much, and thank everybody. We'll have a little more to discuss, but a lot of progress has been made today, and it's a great honor to have you with us in the United States of America. Thank you. And to the media, maybe a couple of questions, ideally on this topic, please. Please.
Kazakhstan and the US have signed over 17 billion US dollars in new deals in aviation, minerals, in digital technology. In your view, which area of this partnership matters most? And second question, President Trump, when can we report that you will be the first US president to visit Kazakhstan? When will you be our guest?
I think it's very possible that we'll do that. And I think all of those are very important items when you think of it, right? It's you never know from year to year. One becomes more important than the other, but they're all important, and your country has great natural resources and a great president. Very great president.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, please.
Vanik amendment. We are just expecting.
What, say it again?
Jackson Vanik amendment.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Look, Jackson Vanik is overdue to be repealed with the help of the president, with working with the president. We are going to get that repealed in the very near future. Thank you, Mr.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, please.
President, on this topic, Kazakhstan already has diplomatic relations with Israel. Can you talk about the significance of this agreement in terms of what it would signal to the region as Gaza moves toward rebuilding? And on the shutdown, there's been discussion about potentially a deal, but it would involve rehiring the federal workers who were laid off. What's your opinion of that?
Well, we're going to see about the shutdown. Look, the shutdown is caused by the Democrats, and we're not going to spend $1 trillion or $1.5 trillion on health care for people that came into our country illegally, many of them from prisons and many of them drug dealers and murderers, 11,888 murderers. We're not doing that, so we'll see about that. We shouldn't, they should have, as they've done always in the past, it should have just been extended. It could have been extended very easily, and it should have been. Yes, please.
The Abraham Accords is significant, sir? Given that they already have diplomatic relations with Israel, what this agreement is supposed to signal?
You want to answer that, please?
Yeah, so I think the diplomatic significance is that it gives great momentum to the Abraham Accords. And to recap for those those who are listening who don't appreciate, the Abraham Accords, of course, is the historic agreement struck by the president in the first term to rebuild the alliance structure and the relationships between Israel and a number of the majority Muslim countries in that region of the world. What the president has done is actually signaled that the momentum of the Abraham Accords is alive and well in the second administration. I think it's not just going to be Kazakhstan, but also a number of other countries that join in the months to come. So it's a great signal, a great act of friendship, and a great sign that the Abraham Accords is alive and well.
Marco?
I think that's the wrong way to analyze it. There's a lot of countries that have diplomatic relations with one another. The Abraham Accords is a partnership. It's an enhanced relationship beyond just diplomatic relations and having embassies in each other's capitals. It is, and it's not just with Israel, it's with all the other countries that are part of the accord. You're now creating a partnership that brings special and unique economic development on all sorts of issues that they can work on together. So that's really the benefit of it, and the strength of it is to have majority Muslim countries, the Jewish state, able to partner on things to show the world that it is possible.
Essentially, we've really expanded the Abraham Accords, and one of the reasons is we are right now in negotiations or talks with many countries that really wanted to come in, but they couldn't because of the status of Iran. When Iran had a possibility of nuclear weapons, which they do not have now, when Iran was the bully of the Middle East, let's call it the bully of the Middle East, which it isn't anymore, they had a hard time going against that. I understand that. Now that Iran has been very much decimated in terms of their nuclear and in terms of their regular, because of the actions we took with those beautiful B-2 bombers and other things, people really want to come in. And so we are in very active discussions with the more traditional potential members of the Abraham Accords. The four originals are phenomenal, and they're doing really well. They're making a lot of money with trade and other things being in the Abraham Accords, and we're expanding it a little bit. When a few of these countries come in, that's a great expansion, and these are very substantial countries, so we consider that a great honor. It was brought to our attention that they wanted to do that, and we think that's great. So it's really an expansion of the Abraham Accords, okay?
Hi, Mr.
Yeah, please,
President.
go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much for your time, sir, on these important issues. I wanted to hear if you have an update on the Russian oil sanctions. We're seeing reports that the exports are way down. So how do you think that could affect the war in Ukraine, the United States' interests, and your partners here tonight, too?
Well, I can say that the exports from Russia are way down. We'd just like to see an end to the war. We'd love to see an end to that war. So many people are being killed. A lot of Russian soldiers are being killed. So we think at some point they're going to get very smart and they're going to do that. So yeah, Russian exports are substantially down.
What is your Trump doctrine
doctrine on foreign policy is in particular related to South and Central Asia and China?
Well, look, we had a tremendous meeting, as you know, with President Xi in China, and my doctrine would be denuclearization, because we have enough nuclear. We're number one, Russia's number two, China's number three, way behind, but they'll be even in 4 or 5 years. They're, working overtime on nuclear weapons. I think that denuclearization would be a great thing. We could.
Mr. President, with all due respect, thank you, Loco. Heath, I was saying thank you very much. I appreciate you, and God bless you as well, my brother.
Blow up the world 150 times. There's no need for this. So I really think we're going to have, I've spoken to President Putin about it, I've spoken to President Xi about it, and everybody would like to spend all of that money on other things, people that really, things that can benefit people now. So I think something like that could happen, the denuclearization. It's really, I want peace through strength, but we want peace all over the world, and we're very close to getting it. We had a lot of wars raging that people didn't know about. Now they're not raging anymore. We have one left, and we're going to hopefully get that taken care of. Yes, sir, go ahead.
Mr. President, do you have an update on how soon that international stability force may be on the ground in Gaza?
Very soon. It's going to be very soon. And Gaza's working out very well, and you haven't been hearing too much about problems. And I'll tell you, we've had countries that have volunteered. If there's a problem with Hamas, as an example, or a problem with anything, but they volunteered to, on a single basis, go in and take care of it. We have very powerful countries in this coalition, and it's not, this is because I've heard some of the press saying, well, it's a very tentative, or it's not tentative. This is a very strong peace. This is peace in the Middle East. Hamas is a very small part of it, very, very small part. And if they don't do as they said, if they don't behave, then they've got themselves a big problem, a really big problem like they've never had. But so far, it seems to be working out very well. But that's a very small part of what we're talking about. That's a part of Gaza. You're going to have a very, I think we can say, Marco, we have a very strong peace. This is a strong peace. We have many countries involved in the Middle East. Essentially, these countries are all involved. They want to see peace in the Middle East. And Marco, what would you say about that?
No, I think that's right, Mr. President, and you deserve a tremendous amount of credit for making that possible. And now I think the only reason why it's going to continue to happen is because of the President's role in this. So there's work being done at the United Nations now to come up with a resolution that creates the framework internationally so that these countries who are all volunteering, as you know, Mr. President, to be a part of the stabilization force can come aboard. But they need this UN mandate in order to be able to do it. And we've made a lot of progress over the last few days. And, Jared Kushner and Steve Woodcock have been working very hard on that, and today was a good day on that front.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, please. Fox.
Will you discuss the Abraham Accords when you meet with the president of Syria?
Well, we're going to meet, and I think he's doing a very good job. It's a tough neighborhood. But I got along with him very well, and a lot of progress has been made with Syria. That's a tough one, but a lot of progress has been made. We took the sanctions off at the request of Turkey, at the request of actually Israel, at the request of a few different countries, and we took the sanctions off to give them a chance. And frankly, Iran has been asking if the sanctions could be lifted. Iran has got very heavy U.S. sanctions, and it makes it really hard for them to do what they'd like to be able to do. And I'm open to hearing that, and we'll see what happens, but I would be open to it. But we did take the sanctions off Syria in order to give them a fighting shot. And I think so far I think he's doing a very good job so far. Fox?
Thank you, Mr. President. A federal judge said tonight that the administration has to fully fund SNAP. It's the latest in a back and forth, and the Justice Department said they're going to appeal it. What's your message to folks as they work this out in the courts and in Congress as we're heading into Thanksgiving?
You want to go with it?
Yeah, look, Jackie, it's an absurd ruling because you have a federal judge effectively telling us what we have to do in the midst of a Democrat government shutdown, which what we'd like to do is for the Democrats to open up the government. Of course, then we can fund SNAP, and we can also do a lot of other good things for the American people. But in the midst of a shutdown, we can't have a federal court telling the president how he has to triage the situation. We're trying to keep as much turned on. We're trying to keep as much going as possible. The president and the entire administration are working on that, but we're not going to do it under the orders of a federal judge. We're going to do it according to what we think we have to do to comply with the law, of course, but also to actually make the government.
Every time somebody actually becomes a boss in my chat room here, you become a boss by people subscribing, by super chatting, etc. And since you became the boss of the stream, my brother Heath, shout out to the Cherokee Nation. This is for you, my friend. And big thanks to the Patriots. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you.
Work for people in the midst of the Democrat government shutdown. If they would like to end this, we would welcome working with them to end this government shutdown, and then we wouldn't have to triage what we're going to fund and what we're not going to fund. And the last thing that I'll say is the American people are unfortunately about to start suffering some very real consequences because of the shutdown. In the past, when you had a government shutdown, you would have, under the Obama administration, they would lean into all of the problems it was going to cause for the American people at the beginning of the shutdown. The president has told us to keep as much going as humanly possible, but after 30 days of this thing, 40 days of this thing, you're going to start seeing very real travel delays. That's because the Democrat government shut down. You're going to start seeing SNAP benefits run out. That's because the Democrat government shut down. They should stop this charade and open up the government. That's what we want them to do. We've been asking them to do it for 40 days. It's time.
And one other thing, our country has to remain very liquid because problems, catastrophes, wars, could be anything. We have to remain liquid. We can't give everything away based on a number. Here's an example. When I was president, the number that you're talking about was a tiny fraction of what it is now. Biden went totally crazy, gave it to anybody that would ask, gave it to people that were able-bodied, had no problem. Anybody that would ask, we get the number. And it's many times the number of people are on. That wasn't meant for that. It was meant for people that had real problems, in many cases people that were down and out, people that could be saved. It wasn't meant for people that could do whatever they want, the people that say, well, I don't think I'll work, I'll just, collect this money. Take a look at the number of what it was during my administration and what it was during the Biden administration. It went up many, many times my first term. One other thing, a number came out today that was amazing. Walmart. I trust Walmart, Arkansas, great place, Arkansas, great company, Walmart. They announced today after many years, they do this every year for many years, that Thanksgiving for the United States of America under Donald Trump as president is 25% less for Thanksgiving meal with all the trimmings than it was under Sleepy Joe Biden's administration. So we talk about affordability. I think that's the best chart. That's better than a poll. That's better than anything I can think of. So Walmart, which everybody trusts, and I trust, and everybody trusts Walmart, they're not looking to do anything except give the numbers. And they have for many years. They talk about the cost of Thanksgiving and the cost of living through Thanksgiving and enjoying Thanksgiving. For Joe Biden, it was 25% more than it is for me. At a later time, our energy costs are way down, our groceries are way down, everything is way down, and the press doesn't report it. The press reports whatever the con people say. I call the Democrats con men and women. They make up numbers. But when you look at 25% reduction in costs for Thanksgiving between Biden and me, meaning this administration, that's a tremendous number. It's the biggest reduction in cost in the history of that chart or whatever it is they do. They do a synopsis of everything. They cover every element of Thanksgiving meals, 25% down. So I don't want to hear about the affordability because right now we're much less. if you look at energy, we're getting close to $2 a gallon gasoline. With Biden, it was $4.50, $5. Another thing, inflation. We had the worst inflation in the history of our country. Now we have virtually no inflation at all. It's down at a very low number and a very normal number. So the affordability is much better with the Republicans. The only problem is the Republicans don't talk about it. And Republicans should start talking about it and use their heads, because we have great numbers. We have and they're going to only get better when all these jobs open up, all these factories open up that are being built all over our country. I mean, we are building auto plants. We're building AI plants. We're leading in AI over China and everybody else. When all of these plants start opening, we're going to have a revolution, a positive revolution, economic revolution like never before. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, President Donald Trump. Thank you very much. And that's what we have there, my friends. The next picture that you're going to see on here, it's unbelievable. Now, I understand that there's a lot of reluctance and maybe disbelief, or people think it's fake and all these other stuff. But what you see right there in front of you, this lady right here. Yes, this lady that you see right here. Who knows who she is? Does anybody know who she is? Does anybody know who that lady is right there? Let's see if the Democrats or anybody on the left side recognizes her. Who is she? Who is that lady right there? Anybody? Volunteers? Besides being scary, Rush, be nice. Who is that lady? Anybody? Come on. If you're on the Democratic side, if you're on the left side, you'll know who she is. No, JD. No, she's not that. Definitely not that. Anybody? Nobody? No volunteers? Yeah, that's right. And when did she become an American citizen? I want to know. Does anybody know when she became an American citizen? That's right, M44. Man says that's nobody's side piece. Oh, man. We're not far right or far left. We're trying to be right in the middle as best as we can. All right? All right, that's right. She's the mayor of St. Paul, Minnesota. Do you know when she became an American citizen, Tammy? Yeah, you got to ruin it. Yeah, that's right. She's not. And yet, there you have her. This is the same lady that also said that her parents are also illegal. But as you guys heard it already, I'm sure you have heard it already, Mandani believes, and all the socialists in this country believe, that this is a country of immigrants, ran by immigrants, backed up by immigrants, and for immigrants, ran by an immigrant. This is what the socialist Democrat garbage believes today. Unbelievable. Man, you know, I remember the time when commies were not welcome in this country for a good reason. Now, obviously, I wasn't there, but I read this when I was in high school, and I was very happy that we were not communists in this country. Now, many people don't know that socialists are borderline communists, and what happens in government is that you stay socialist, but whoever is in charge of that socialism becomes your leader. And what I mean by leader, you can go ahead and call yourself Stalin. You guys that hate Hitler and all this tyrannical government from all over the world, you have just made that possible in New York. Trinity in the house. Hey, Trinity, who is the Asian lady right there? Do you know her? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe Trinity knows. You guys are cheating because I gave you the name already. Dang it. You cheaters. You cheaters. Oh, my God. I can't believe I showed you that. Everybody's been asking for you, Trinity. You are the big sister in here. Yeah, we need to represent the what is it, the Choctaw and what is the tribes that you represent, Trinity, besides Cherokee? I always forget the other one. And yes, you have that nose. You got that Indian nose. Absolutely. Looks awesome. And I appreciate all the work that you do in here for us. We all do. Absolutely. You see that? Everybody loves you, Trinity. Everybody loves you. You are very special. Here is a tweet from President Trump. If you haven't heard this before, here we go. The Democrats will terminate the filibuster in the first hour. If and when they assume control or power, Republicans have what the Democrats want. We should do it now and have the greatest 3 years in history. All right, Dirty Money. Thank you, brother. You've been awesome as well. Have a good one, bud. Thanks for being in here. I know they try to get rid of my my Patriots from coming into our lives, but you know what? This is why I do live a little bit longer in the mornings. I know that when we have bigger numbers, we have a very small goal to reach. The first goal was 10,000. You guys made that possible. All the blues and greens in here, you guys have been amazing. You are the reason why I have plus 10,000 subscribers and the reason why we continue to do this. And so I say thank you for that. And the next small step in our goal, it's just it's nothing. It's just a little, it's nothing. Just 1 million subscribers. I had to do it. I know my sister Trinity was not here for it, guys. So you're going to have to jam it a little bit longer. 40 seconds to be exact. Fantastic. That is phenomenal. Guys, I have some good news for you here. I'm going to go ahead and show you this right here. Guys, this is 8 impeachable offenses, all backed up by evidence. I think they're already going to try to impeach. Oh, I mean, they've been trying for, they've been trying to impeach him before he was even president. But here we go, guys. The first one is going to be he deployed the U.S. troops against civilians. Wow, that is a very serious thing, guys. Ordered Marines and National Guard into cities to crush protests. An open assault on free speech and the Constitution. Oh my God, this guy's got to be impeached. President Trump is the horrible, horrible president in our time. Can you believe this? The audacity. Now, let's be clear about why he deployed the troops, number one. He asked the governors of our cities to step it up and make it safe for American citizens. We're talking about law-abiding citizens. You have to understand, when you protest, you have the right to protest, to peacefully assemble. That means peacefully. peacefully. If you're bitching and yelling in my face, that's not peacefully. That is you pushing the boundaries and you're really inciting violence, especially when you break somebody's space. When you refuse to obey the law, you will be taken down, handcuffed, and thrown in the back of the car. That's how it works. Don't do the crime if you don't want to do the time. Very old saying. With that being said, we asked for him to send the National Guard because the police officers from our cities that are suffering are being stopped by the governors, by the senators, by the mayors. That's why. So number one, it's out the way. Okay, number one doesn't exist. Let's see if we can continue this pattern of awesomeness. Thank you, Heath. Number two, guys. Oh, he kidnapped American citizens. That's okay. That has to be a good one right there. That one we can impeach him for. Impeach the mofo. Remember, Rashid Tlaib. We are going to impeach the mofo. While she has her little underage young kids and teenager kids in the crowd. Impeach the mofo. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will say this, guys. I'm going to throw a little disclosure out there for you guys. When you want to peacefully protest, when you're getting on somebody's face, and this is for specifically for these libtards out there, Antifa supporters that may come into my channel, and even those for you guys, you're my brothers and family here. There is people that have anxiety problems. There is people that have maybe a little bit of depression. Maybe their brains are chemically unstable. Listen, we are very fragile beings as humans. We're not as strong as we think. Okay, so you got to be respectful. Use your freedom of speech, but be respectful. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't call me names. Of course, you can call me names. That's fine. On the street, not on my channel. On the street, you can call me names, but keep your distance. The moment you break that barrier, that distance, right? Remember the 6 feet rule for COVID? It's the same thing. If you're going to talk nice to me, you can get a little bit closer. If you're going to be insulting me, you better back that up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, let's see why this kidnap American thing happened. Let's take a look. Directed eyes and DHS. Whoa. Don't bring the Dennis Herrera show into this. To seize citizens during raids and detain them in secret sites without due process. I believe that they can hold somebody up to 48 hours, depending on the state. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I think. If somebody, a citizen or a resident, anybody, I don't care if you were born here 3 times in the United States of America, you don't have the right to go and be an obstacle to the federal agents. I've seen a lot of American citizens following ICE agents in their vehicles. I've seen ignorant, dumb immigrants that have received a green card or a citizenship going after and yelling at them and saying, it's not illegal, it's not illegal. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. They be doxing these people. Our federal agents are being attacked and assaulted over 8,000% since they started doing the job that we voted President Trump and the administration to come in and do. So I guess they're not kidnapping Americans or residents at all. So number 2, I guess, is bull crap as well. Number 3, here we go. Deported migrants to foreign prisons. Yes, that is true. That is not unconstitutional. That is not unconstitutional at all. That's not unconstitutional at all. Illegally transfer asylum seekers to offshore facilities, violating U.S. and international law. Bullcrap. It will be violating international law, which, by the way, we don't abide by international law. There's no such thing that governs us, we the people, but international law. We don't, we are not going to be complying to that bull crap. Number one, President Nayib Bukele spoke with President Donald Trump as other presidents have offered their facilities for illegal immigrants, and specifically those very high core criminal people. I didn't see any children being deported in Sikot over there in Salvador. I didn't see young teenagers and their mothers being sent to Sikot in El Salvador. They were repatriated to their country. Criminals, straight to jail, from jail to jail. That's how that works. If you don't want to be deported by ICE and DHS, self-deport. There is an app. You get a free ticket back to your country. Oh my gosh, how I wish I could take advantage of that and have an excuse to leave this country. But I am binded by my obligation to the oath that I made to the United States of America. And once you get there, you get $1,000. Very simple. Man, I'm going to tell you guys, I don't care what any anti-American, fake Americans are here or illegal immigrants that come to my channel. I want to tell you guys that, every single day that I do this and that I cover, defending the United States of America, defending American rights, America first, I'm going to tell you something. I fall more in love with you guys. I know I'm a softie. Listen, I'm a very strong man with a sensitive soul. And I'm telling you, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for people that are very nice to me. I am a sucker for people that show kindness and love to me. I'm a sucker for people that appreciate what I do. And I love that. So from the bottom of my heart, I really, really want to thank you. Let's go to number 4. There we go. I hope we have enough libtards in here learning something, especially those crazy emotional Karens. Here we go. Number 4. Another impeachable offense is targeted protesters for deportation. They use federal database to identify and expel immigrants who dare to protest their policies. There's nothing better than to have people that look illegal to come and protest. We have an emergency, if you haven't noticed, national emergency. We were invaded by millions of illegal immigrants. Yes, I said it. It's an invasion. It's not a migration, it's an invasion. When you cross the border and you have the numbers to fill up more than 42 states' populations in the United States of America, it's an invasion, doggone it. And when they raise the stupid flag in our country, it's an invasion. So anybody that looks like an illegal immigrant should comply and say, sir, I am actually an American citizen. I know that guy looks just like Dennis Herrera, but you know what? I know that many millions of people have broken the law, and I want to show you that I am American, and here you are. Here's my papers. Due process. Show my papers. There you go, sir. What's the social security number? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. When were you born? I was born in that day. What's your full name? Full legal name. First name, second name, first last name, second last name. Done. Let me take a look real quick. Oh, there you are in the system, sir. Thank you so much for your cooperation. We're sorry that we had to grab you and take you in here. We thank you so much for your cooperation. No. Thank you for your service. I know it's an inconvenience. I understand. Is there anything that I can do better to help you do your job? No? Okay, thank you. God bless you. There you go. There you go. Hey, Harold. That's the spirit, my friend. We got one, guys. We got one on the hook. We got one of those illegal immigrants that is going to learn something today. All right. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Garbage. Thrown off the court. And if I'm in the jury, that doesn't fly with me. You got to think like an American citizen fighting for Americans. Number 5, usurp Congress power of the purse. Diverted taxpayer funds for unauthorized military and deportation operations, defying Congress outright. When Congress doesn't do, ¿Qué pasa, güey? Adam, my man, welcome, my friend. Sorry, guys, I have to keep saying that every time Adam pops up with that. I had to say it. I love it. I love it. When Congress, which by the way, you can see by the evidence, Exhibit A, government shutdown for bullshit, hold American citizens hostages from their for the rightful benefits, just because they hate Trump. Let me go ahead and jump a little bit more into that. There's a thing called ACA. Look it up. I'm not going to teach you for free. Look that shit up. But what I can tell you is that there is subsidies that were made. Hey, Omar, I see you, brother. Good to see you. There are subsidies. There was a lot of different things that you may not be aware of, okay? Now, we have been talking about illegal immigrants getting benefits, okay? If you remember, like a long time ago, they shut the government down. They didn't shut the government down. They shut down the whole country for COVID-19. It was 1,000 years ago. They shut down the country. Many people, even rich people, $500,000, middle-class Americans, would jump on the wagon. They applied. Everybody was approved. They were getting benefits 100%. People that were not supposed to qualify, that made it available and okay to qualify. So for those people out there that don't know why illegal immigrants are getting benefits and you still believe that they're not, there is that. Go do some research, all right? Release the crackhead. Who is here, guys? Everybody know who knows who the crackhead that has been released is? Let's see. Anybody paying attention in class today? Release the crackhead. Go on, Trinity. Say it. Oh, man, this sucks. I got a little delay. So I got to wait for your responses. Let me see if you guys actually know. Give me a bucket break. I don't know if you're out there. Robert, 100%. You know what I'm talking about. MAGA, baby. You're in MAGA country now. All right? You're in MAGA country. Step it up. Let's go. All right. Oh man, I love it. Hold on, man. I gotta find something for this. Hold on. All right. Hey, Chris. This is from the boss, Heath Woods, who is the big boss in the stream, and this is for you to enjoy, Chris. Release the crackhead. The crackhead has been released, guys. Everybody welcome Chris into their chat. Not a faithful patriot, man. I appreciate that, Chris. Much love to you. Now, guys, I'm going to be trying to do my radio voice. It seems like the more I talk, the more I get it back. You guys got to know when I get excited, my voice gets a little bit high. It has nothing to do with the nuts. That's all I got to say. Number 6, defied federal court orders. Bro. Okay, now we got to really impeach President Donald Trump. How dare he defied federal court orders? That's amazing, guys. It's amazing. He ignored multiple injunctions and declared he would not obey activist judges. Shredding judicial authority. Well, activist judges should be fired, number one. So they are irrelevant. No small district court judge has the authority to tell the executive branch, the President of the United States, that he cannot do that, especially when he's calling up in an emergency. When I see these activist judges hiding illegal criminal aliens in the courtroom, all that shit is null. So there you go. Number 6. It's not good. It's not good. Not good, guys. Not good. Not good. 34 convicted felonies, bro. You still eating that? You still eating that nasty food, bro? You are so rotten in your core that you don't know that you're eating rotten food. It's fake news, bro. Fake. Oh yeah, number 7. Here we go. Purge investigators and watchdogs. Okay, well that sounds very serious. Okay, I gotta admit, that does sound serious. Let me take a look. Purge investigators and watchdogs. He fired the DOJ and the FBI officials, proving his corruption to obstruct justice and eliminate oversight. Guys, that sounds very fake. Fake news. Fake news. We are not CNN. We'll tell you the truth. Here's my problem. Comey is a scumbag. I am not happy with January 6th. I am not happy that the legacy media edited the audio from President Donald Trump's speech. You guys remember that, my patriots, that I played that video. They actually play the whole audio. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to revisit that video after we're done with this. DOJ not doing their job, they should be fired. You're going to tell me that this department, the FBI, can go and raid Mar-a-Lago, go through Melania's panty drawers of a sitting president or a president of the United States of America, but it's okay with a vice president that has no authority to declassify documents to take documents home. And on top of that, what's the FBI guy that is going to go to prison? The FBI guy that wrote that book. There's a lot of stuff in there. Now, I don't buy into this whole President Trump is weaponizing the government to seek retribution. Oh, Melly, do you know the Fourth Amendment, do you? Does the president have the right to declassify documents? All he has to say, I declassified these documents, bada bing, bada boom. Done. You know what due process says? That you get to be proven guilty. But you are considered innocent until proven guilty. And you know what happens when they can't prove you guilty? That means you're innocent. Man, the logic on that. Where I'm wrong. Where did I go? It's not James Comey, Omar. It's the old guy, the one that wrote the book. James Comey is the one that said, take out President Trump on the, 8647. Yeah, no, it's that. What's the guy's name? What I know I can see his face. I'm not very good with names, guys. You guys already know. Even the guys that I like. What was the black dude, the Republican that I like? Reynolds. Man, you know what I'm saying? I know the people. I don't know the name, but I know the people. Okay. Hey, the Nothing Killer. Let Melody think that she has some information, something good in her little brain. It's overheating right now just thinking about everything we're covering. But anyways, the hypocrisy in here I do not support, and that information is null. Fake news. Fake news. He is entitled and allowed to make money. Investments, whether you think that, whatever you want to think, is irrelevant. Why don't you go fight to make sure that he takes his salary from the people. Go make sure that he doesn't skip the payment. You know what I hate when I go to when I go to fast food restaurants? I hate this stuff right here. And if you agree with me, watch this. I go to Mickey D's. No, not Mickey D's. I go to TB. I go get me some Taco Bell. I go into the drive-thru, and I would like to get a number 9, which is a Mexican pizza with 2 tacos. Now they say, would you like extra meat and sour cream on that? I said no. Do I get a discount if I say don't put any sour cream, no tomatoes? No, you don't get a discount. But if I said add tomatoes, there's a charge. If I said add sour cream, there's a charge. If I say easy meat, there's no discount. Why is that? That bugs me every time. That bugs me. I don't know you guys. You guys probably have a lot more money and it's okay. And maybe you don't even think about this kind of stuff. But I do. I think about it. Why do you get to charge me when I want to add an item, but you don't discount it when I take that item off my food? Just food for thought, guys. Forget about it. Just food for thought. Okay, forget about the name, guys. It's the FBI. He's going to court. He's going to go to jail, period. Anyways, he wrote a book because he stole some secret documents. Sour cream on taco is so good and traditional, though. Not traditional, though. I try not to do that too much in Mexico with locals. Where did your mega hat go, says Sharkbait. Oh, Sharkbait wants people to be triggered. Man, you don't like my Dennis Herrera show? This is the DHS. Don't worry. In the future, I'm going to make a better hat. It's just right now we're still on the low budget YouTube podcast video show. Okay, we're still working on it. But we're definitely going to get some merch going on here pretty soon. All right. So number 6, forget it. Number 7, forget it, guys. There is still one more option that we can use to impeach President Trump. Sharkbait's upset with me. I apologize, man. Don't worry. We're about to put on the Gulf of Mexico hat on. You know what? No. We will do the Trump was right about everything. In a little bit, though. Not yet. All right, let's see. He says we don't need to keep talking about Trump's declassified documents. That's old news. Let's move forward, people. All right, number 8, as Heath says, calm down. SA, corrupted Fed agencies for personal gain. Yeah, that sounds very serious. All right, let's take a look at this one because this one, we're going to impeach the mofo. All right, let's see. Rewire DOJ, DOJ, and DHS to protect allies, punish enemies, and reward loyalists with power and profit. Well, I'm going to tell you guys. I'm going to tell you something. I am not a lawyer. I am not a judge, even though I can read law and even though I can judge people. I'm not a lawyer nor a judge, but I can definitely be a juror. And I can tell you this right now. If I have a criminal in jail, and this criminal is going to allow me to put a stop to a very big corrupted organization, I'm going to pardon this guy. He's going to go free. We're going to change his identity. We're going to keep an eye on him, but he will not be in jail. We can do that. And we can imprison our enemies. Of course you want to punish your enemies. Avocados from Mexico. So there you go. Reward loyalists Why not? You do a good job, you get a reward. You do a bad job, you get fired. Oh, man, I don't know, guys. 8 reasons of bull crap. You can impeach him on that. And I'm going to tell you something. If I can figure that out myself, these lawyers better do better than me, okay? They know the law better. They are good with names. They got better memory, etc. If I can figure this shit out myself, this guy's better do a better job, okay? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Here we go. Let's go to let me see what else is new here. Nah, we're not doing the puppies. Oh, here we go. Oh, whoa, whoa. What's this? Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Some black people are so nice. Look at that. They're giving the guy some hugs, kicking him off the train. Now, I know that looks horrible, but let's take a look into the situation a little bit deeper. Let's read back here. The West TV says 2 large black men pummel a small white boy, then threw him off the subway train. How to handle these type of situations? Huh. Very good question. I'm going to say this, guys. Man, I can't believe that nobody took heed of the boss of the stream. Wow. Interesting. Now, you know, I'm going to leave YouTube alone. I'm going to give YouTube a break. I'm going to give them a break. I will entertain you guys, my people. Okay, so you saw these 2 guys, right? 2 guys in the sub beating the crap out of some young white guy. Okay. With that video right there, there's nothing I can do with it. Because even though, right, it would be easier to say, oh, look at the black man, the violent criminal black man beating up a innocent white boy. I can't make that judgment from that video. I don't know what the other guy did. Now, if I see the video in full context and see what's happening, then I can make a judgment. But looking at that, I cannot blame the black guys. They look violent, and they did overbeat the crap out of him with those boots. Look at the guy. The guy is even on top. You see that? They grabbing onto the rails on top of the train and kicking down. Now, I know Mandani's free buses, they're not going to have that problem. Forget about it. Forget about it. But I can't blame the black guys. I mean, as horrible as they look right there, I mean, number one, they're cowards, kicking a man when he's down. I think they're cowards. I can get that judgment in there. Borto, you know, I try to make jokes. I'm gonna let that one slide. I'm gonna forgive you for being stupid. Guys, remember, in the wise words of our most loving Senator Kennedy, life is hard, my friends, but it's harder when you're stupid. Borto. All right, so these guys are over here beating the mess out of this kid. Okay, whatever it is, guys, number one, that's animal instincts right there. That's not humanity. Yeah, Trinity. Oh, give him some love, will you? David Justiniani. The Bible says that we are to judge. Prove me wrong. The Bible says we are to judge. I'm going to leave it there. We are to judge. Prove me wrong. I love this one. Oh, man. Hey, you know what, David? I appreciate you. Thank you for that. All right, guys. The Bible tells me that I am to judge. Go on and prove me wrong. We're not talking about Gaza. We're worried about the United States of America right now. We don't care about those countries having conflicts right now. We're talking about our country. Where's Daniel Penny when you need him? Yeah, you are a virus, Marvin. That's the New York City subway. Yeah, let's add this to our beautiful free bus rides from now on. Look how dirty that floor looks, man. So embarrassing. New York, really? The best city in the world? Shut the hell up. That is a rat hole of a city, New York. I don't even want to fight to defend that crap. New York to me is garbage, and I don't even know why people like to live in garbage. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, New York is garbage. Nothing from New York tells me, go visit. Come to New York and visit. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Man, I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm over here insulting some good New Yorkers, if there is any. You know, I know Trump is a New Yorker, so I guess I'll have to say there is some good New Yorkers in there. I remember the stories that I heard from some of the black people, some of the people homeless, a lot of people, minority people, that President Trump helped pay their rent, save their lives, literally. This is from their own people's mouth. So not something that I'm making up. But anyways, the Bible tells me to judge. I want to hear somebody tell me that I'm wrong. Oh, please tell me. Tell me. All right, I'll go first. The Bible says not to judge, but everybody that quotes the Bible to me that comes over here to hate on us, judge President Donald Trump every single day. The guy needs to pay you guys some money because he's living rent-free in your little peasy brains that you have inside that big empty skull. Now, that was me giving you a little bit of that, what you're talking about. Don't judge. Now, the Bible tells me to judge. Go ahead. Somebody change my mind. I'll wait the 10 seconds for the relay. Honduras doesn't suck. The government sucks. The criminals suck. The good, law-abiding people, the hard-working Honduras, those are beautiful people. I miss my people. I really do. But you know what? When the time is right, if it's God's will, I will do it. New York City is bad already. Who thinks Mandami will make it better, bro? Did you guys see? I didn't get it through my feed, but I heard Mandani. Somebody sent me the link. Mandani was asking for money. Mandani said he needs money for staff. It takes money to pay people wages. You know what? Let me do some research. Let me do some research here. Let me do a little grifter work. Let's get some grinding on this grifter work skills that I have. Let's see, Mandani. Let's see, Mandani asks for money. Very simple. Let's see if there's anything here that goes on. New era of New York, a new administration takes shape. People like deputy mayors who oversee entire areas of government and the commissioners who carry out the critical work in city agencies. Well, let's see. Hindustan Times. No. Let's see. Oh, this is from the Dave Rubin show right here. Let's take a look. Here we go. Where are you? Come on, where are you? I will find you. Come on, Dave. Drop it. Give me the info. Byron Donalds. He's in there, guys. He's in there. That is my favorite black Republican right now. I know he's got some felonies. He can't run for president, I don't think. Bro, where did it go? Does somebody have the clip for this? Man, I knew I should have saved it. Let's take a listen to what Dave says, okay? Let's go ahead and listen a little bit of Dave.
Meg.
Wait. Oh, shit. I think I found it. I think it's in the beginning of his video. Let's give Dave Rubin report some credit for this video, guys. Hopefully he doesn't get mad at me for this. Sorry, Dave. Love you, bro. You're awesome. Let's see what he says. Let's take a listen, okay? I don't want you to guys just think that I'm the only one that thinks this way. There's other people out there better than me, better channels, better entertainment, etc.
I know everybody wants to blow everything out of proportion. Oh my God, New York went blue. And yes, it didn't really go blue. It went red, green, Marxist, communist, jihadist. But it's nothing insane here. It wasn't a red state, like a hardcore red city or state that flipped. But people read into it as they do. And Trump is particularly good when it comes to changing the narrative. So does he need to button things up a little bit? Does he?
Hey, Democrats, socialists, you liberal people that want to tax the rich, you want everything free, pay attention. Dave is about to drop it like it's hot.
Need to do something that'll change the equation a little bit before the midterms? Well, he probably does. But let's dive into some of the fallout post the moron Zamdami election in New York City. Well, first off, I thought this was just an absolute gem. This is a man who has...
No, let me be clear. I know Dave is gay, but I admire this man. He really, truly is very smart. Not only is he smart, but he possesses something that very rarely I see it on smart people, and that is wisdom. He really loves America, by the way. If I was to judge him, I would judge him simply on that. I don't want to see what he does with his husband, but I would definitely give that man a big hug and a big kiss on his cheek. Not the back cheek either, you perverts. That's how I salute my close friends and relatives.
Told you that everything will be for free. The buses will be for free and childcare will be for free, and he will freeze rents, and there will be a free lunch, and I assume free hand jobs and all of the stuff. But it turns out that when you say something is for free, that's a lie. It just means someone else has to pay for it. So this is just a beautiful chef's kiss, perfect example of that.
Said it before.
Here's a video that Zorhan Moron put out yesterday, and he wants your money for his transition team because nothing is free.
On January 1st, I will be your mayor. New Year's Day and a new era for this city. Oh, and one more thing. Remember how I told you a few months ago to stop sending us money? You can start again. This transition requires staff, research, and an infrastructure that can meet this moment. And it will be made possible by the people who built and believe in this movement. So I hope you'll make a donation at transition2025.com. Now let's get to work.
Just so you know, there is going to be a copyright infringement on that music. So you will not get to hear it or maybe see it on the replay. But if you're watching this live, oh my goodness, man. This is what I've been talking about, Trinity. Trinity says, I don't care what Dave Rubin does in his personal life because he doesn't attempt to shove his sexual preferences on everyone else, then call them bigots when they don't agree. Absolutely. And that is exactly what I believe. And, I'm not going to go and support and sign papers to say, yeah, you go over there and you start promoting your stuff. No. I'm not going to do that. But I'm definitely going to respect and I give credit where credit is due. And this man is a genius. That's just my belief. And I also think that he has a lot of love for the people as well. Now, whether he be saved or not, that's not for me to decide. I know what the Bible talks about homosexuals and all this stuff. That's the Bible. Let God be the judge of that. But while we're here, we are to love one another. And we are to love everybody, not their sin. Just as I don't expect him to love what I do that he might not like. That's not how we get along. So thank you, Dave, for that. Let me go ahead and hear maybe a couple of more minutes. I like this guy.
All right, first off, if you send money to that website, you're a fucking idiot. That's number one. Number two, if you need the staff and the infrastructure and all the stuff that they're gonna build this, and it's really wonderful, why can't you do it for free? Why don't you have all these wonderful people just donating their time and their resources and everything else? Or is it that every single thing that you say, the whole premise of your existence, is an abject lie and completely antithetical to truth? I think that might have a little something to do with it. So yeah, one more thing with that smile, everything about him, it's so gross. One more thing. You do need your money because things aren't really free. I'm gonna take a dump. Here's Donald Trump on More Hands on Donnie.
You know, I'm so torn because I would like to see the new mayor do well because I love New York. I really love New York. When I left New York for Washington, New York was doing really well, but there were some bad signs. The bad sign was a guy named de Blasio. So the signs of de Blasio, that was the beginning, and it was bad. This one, we're going to, look, for 1,000 years, communism has not worked. Communism or the concept of communism has not worked. I tend to doubt it's going to work this time.
Did you see his victory speech?
It's literally never worked. Yeah, I thought it was a very angry speech. Certainly angry toward me, and I think he should be very nice to me. You know, I'm the one that sort of has to approve a lot of things coming to him.
Yep.
So he's off to a bad start.
That's a little of everything with Trump right there. First off, 100.
First of all, thank you, David. We appreciate you. You're awesome. You are amazing. Stay amazing. All right. Man, see, I got a couple of people in here. I think everybody will agree that Dave Rubin is actually very smart. Very inspirational, to be honest. Sometimes I think he acts a little bit like me, but that's because he's very smart. Guys, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. Now it comes the time, guys. I know you guys don't like this. I'll tell you what, though. I'll give you a little bit of entertainment before, and I'm going to put it on the screen so you can see what's happening. I'm going to give you a little bit of entertainment before we get through this grind. We had to listen to him. Now, I believe that I thought I made a picture on here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, I'm not going to put it there. I'm going to do it this way. Let me see. Let me be in here. And I also have a clip. How many in here? Now, I don't watch them all the time, but I wanted to hear what he had to say about Mandani. Now, Berniel is not here. If Berniel comes in here, remind me. I got a clip to play for him specifically. All right? You guys remind me of that, please. Give sec. Man, this thing better be in here. Let's see. Maybe my photos. Come on. I did a little side project for you guys before I play this video. Bro, I got so much junk that I've been working on, guys. It's crazy. But you will appreciate this. There you go, guys. Look at that. You guys like my work of art? That's fantastic, ain't it? Woo! Uh-oh, Liberty in the house. Heath, you're about to be taken off the plate. Let's see, and that's why I don't like politics. They always ask for money, events, when they have a lot. But Trump did ask as well, and he was also selling a Trump Bible. What the F was that? I heard about that. The truth is that pastors, bishops, everybody sells Bibles. Everybody sells Bibles. Yes, it's great to give them away from free when you got them, but everybody sells Bibles. And you can sell it for what it costs to do the print and labor, etc. Or you can add looks to it. You can add gold streams to it. You can add whatever you want to it. Just don't change the words. And you can sell it for a very high price, like a high price item. What you do with it, you do as you will. But that's why it's okay for him to sell those Bibles at a very high price. And he can go ahead and add his name to the cover. He can add his names inside the print, just like printers do and all that stuff. Jaime, sorry, I used your hat and your mustache for this guy, but he deserves it. Arriba Mexico, cabrones. All right, guys. I'm going to give you some love before we start the torture. That's just the way it goes. But the good thing is, it's actually, I'm going to make this one right here. Thank God, weather's out of here. A little bit of peace. Hey, Freshly, I didn't say hello to you yet. Welcome, my friend. Brian, what's going on? What did our emotionally unstable Melody said today? Florida, Airbnb crackdown insurance market software. Yes, Florida, real estate market is all over the place. It sure will be. And a lot of real estate agents are gonna be making some money. All right, guys, you had your fun. We are about to lose the last 5 people that we had on this amazing stream. And we're going to have a little bit more coming from our beloved JLP. I really enjoyed this. So we're going to listen to a small clip from him as well. Well, for now, man, we got to do it. Let's listen to him. Maybe something. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard what he says, but let's take a little bit of punishment. Guys, with that being said, thank you, Freshly. As always, reminding people to subscribe, become members, share, like, and all kinds of stuff with the video. Everything is free except for membership. That's how you guys support me, and I appreciate you. You know what's really crazy and what's really funny? This is honest truth. Every time that I go now, and I go and I grab, maybe I grab something to eat, or I buy a coffee or something, it's because of you guys. I really appreciate that. That's how I see it. Of course, we're making other money as well, but I appreciate it. And just so you know, I do think about it, and I am very, very, very appreciative of that. Well, you can tell I'm always laughing, so I'm very gay, my friend. I'm very gay, very happy. That's the thing about English. It doesn't change no matter what people want to think about the words. Like, if you are a dick, you're just a dick. That means Richard. If you think of something else, that is on your own mind, but not on mine. All right? Let's see, what are you talking about? Oh, no, people always come in here and call me gay, bro. Heath is my brother in arms, and he is part of my native nation, brother. He's a Cherokee, my man. Make sure you respect my brothers, okay? Anybody that is in here in blue or green, I do not want negative comments towards each other. Keep it clean. And just for that, I'm going to punish you. And listen to this guy.
As candidates across the country, up and down the ballot, decisively defeated MAGA Republicans in an extraordinary rejection of the extremism that the American people have been experiencing since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, and an embrace of the Democratic vision to make life better for everyday Americans. As Democrats, we will continue to make clear to the American people that you deserve better, and that we're focused on driving down the high cost of living, fixing our broken healthcare system, and cleaning up.
Junior, tacaño, cabrón. You don't owe me anything, brother. Thanks for the super chat. I'm glad you're able to make it. Unfortunately, you came to the worst part of our life today, but I believe we're going to end on a good note after we finish listening to this jackass. I mean, to this congressman. Here we go.
Up corruption in the Congress, in the courts, and in the White House, so we can actually deliver an America of the people, by the people, and for the people. Democrats have...
Wait, I think he means for America for immigrants, by immigrants, for immigrants. He misspoke. We all know Mondani is the new Democratic leader now. So this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. He thinks that we're the people, but it's not for us. It's for illegal immigrants.
All of the momentum in the world. Republicans woke up this morning and realized that they are no longer in a 2024 electoral environment. That's over. And they're done. They've lost any temporary progress that they've made with working class Americans. Gone. Any progress that they've made with the Hispanic community? Gone. Any progress that they've made with younger Americans? Gone. Because the American people have had enough of the extremism, enough of the lies, enough of the broken promises, enough of putting the wealth and the excess in the face of the American people. Most recently, what was on display down in Trump's luxury resort in South Florida, enough of the excess, the corruption, and the lack of focus on the issues that matter. Democrats in the House will continue to lead on the issue of affordability, will continue to lead on the issue of health care, and will continue to lead on the issue of making this great country the best version of herself. And our field general leading the charge in connection with what will happen next November when Democrats take back control of the United States House of Representatives is the DCCC Chair, Susan DelBene.
Thank you, Mr. Leader. Thanks everyone for being here, and thank you for your leadership just through this incredibly tumultuous time. Yesterday from
incredibly torturous time as she smiles back at him for the American idiots. But we know we're making money. Our healthcare is not affected. Everything that we're getting is wonderful. F the Americans.
coast to coast, voters sent a resounding message that they reject the Republican agenda. They are raising costs on everything from healthcare, housing, utilities, their efforts to blatantly, and they rejected their efforts to blatantly rig the system to stay in power. Voters in California stood up and rejected.
I'm really trying to give them a chance, guys. I'm really trying to give them a chance. President Donald Trump has been in office for 10 months. Let's be clear about this. We lost farmers in the last 4 years. Housing costs went way up. Homelessness was raised in the last 4 years. Housing costs, food, everything was higher before Trump came in office. Everything. Look as she smiles. Do you think she doesn't even believe what she's saying? There is no conscience in there. It's just a dead, cold body walking around like a zombie. Unbelievable. Everything that she just said is what they've done. But of course, let's go ahead and blame it on the Republicans, right? Because we believe on loving our neighbor. We believe on America first. We believe that illegal immigration is bad. We believe that keeping prices low, it's a good thing. And they don't. They raise prices and they say Trump did it. This is like, man, they're going to pay. God is going to bring justice to these people.
Republicans' attempts to rig the midterm elections and deny people in California their representation in Congress. California was significant because it showed that voters won't let Republicans cheat their way to win. The passage of Proposition 50 is a victory for free and fair elections. It proved that the public understands what's at stake and that Democrats are fighting to level the playing field and respond to the outrageous and un-American attempt by Republicans to rig the elections. The Prop 50 vote also sends a message that while we didn't ask for this fight, that Democrats and the American people are ready and willing to fight back against this Republican scheme.
Keep smiling.
Whether it's California, Virginia, Maryland, Illinois, or other states, we are prepared to fight back on every possible front, every step of the way. Last night's results also affirmed what we've been building here at the DCCC all year is the right recipe to win in 2026. In Virginia and New Jersey, voters overwhelmingly rejected the Republican vision that puts the wealthy and the well-connected over the needs of everyday families. It's a testament to the quality of candidates like Mikey Sherrill and Abigail Spanberger, our colleagues and now soon-to-be governors. They're both former red to blue candidates. They're former House frontline members that flipped their seats in 2018. For the midterms, we're recruiting the same types of candidates. House Democrats are running incredible patriots all over the country who are raising their hands to serve their communities. They come from different backgrounds, different walks of life, but they are all united in their shared singular passion to fight for their communities, to make a difference, to work to lower costs and to improve the lives of working families. And they are ready to work hard. We cannot take anything for granted, and our candidates are out there working hard for every vote. Meanwhile, Republicans are only focused on how they can bend the knee to Donald Trump and rubber stamp his disastrous policies. Now, I say a lot, and I will say it again because it's true. Our great candidates are the difference. They are the ones who make the difference in our mission to take back the majority. Great candidates actually take the time to listen to their communities. If Republicans were actually listening to their communities, they'd know that people are hurting, they are struggling, all because of the reckless Republican agenda and their harmful policies. House Republicans are wrecking our economy, and people are struggling day to day. They are personally feeling how bad the economy has gotten under the Republican trifecta. Groceries, utility bills, housing, health care, child care, everything is getting more expensive because of House Republicans. Trump and House Republicans promised on day one to lower costs, and they've broken that promise over and over and over again. It's going to cost them the House majority. All year we've been saying that Republicans are running scared, and last night showed us why. By every metric possible, we are seeing the American public sour on Republicans' disastrous record of broken promises. And it's why voters are going to reject them in the midterms. House Democrats have the better message. We have stronger candidates, more resources.
Republicans, if you really believe what she's saying, you are an idiot. There's nothing I can tell you to change your mind if you believe what she says. Now, I want to take a pause to this because we have a new boss of our live stream, and you already guessed it. You heard him, you saw him. So let's go ahead and give him a little bit of honor here. Thank you, Junior Vasquez, my Boricua brother. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you very, very much.
And as we saw last night, a favorable political environment, the American people are with us. And that's a big, big reason why we're going to take back the majority in 2026. Thank you, and I'll open it up for questions. Mariana.
Through line between the success we saw in Virginia and New Jersey and also down in New York is obviously the message of affordability is one that House Democrats have been talking about throughout the year. We know that's going to be number one plank on whatever agenda you will have, but what other lessons, what other issues have stood out to you over the last night that will also be part of this House Democratic agenda to bring back?
Well, it is the number one issue, and it was the number one issue in 2024 as well. And one big reason why we overperformed in the House, picking up seats on the Democratic side, was because we had candidates talking about economic issues, talking about those pocketbook issues on the ground. And it absolutely continues to be the top issue. Like I said, housing, healthcare, childcare, energy costs, groceries, all going up because of Republican policies. And people see that, they feel that. You saw people cast their vote knowing what's happening right now. We have candidates across the country who are talking about that. So that is having great candidates talking about the issues that matter, working hard, and actually listening to people is a huge reason why we win.
Affordability is definitively the decisive issue, as we saw last night, and our candidates now, governors-elect or mayors-elect, are on their way to serving the communities that they sought to represent because they leaned in aggressively on driving down the high cost of living and addressing the affordability crisis that we have throughout America. In an environment where Donald Trump promised to lower costs on day one, but costs haven't gone down, costs are going up. Trump tariffs are making life more expensive for the American.
Let me pause it real quick. I really like, the same people that come into our chat to talk bad about us and say all these nasty things, liar this, liar that, etc. The same people that come in here, look what they have in common with this moron right now. I keep saying it all the time, and the people that haven't been getting enough life experience, they will probably never understand why I say what I say. But I always tell people, if you're going to whine, bitch, and complain, by all means, you have the right to do that. Go ahead. It's not even a right, but you can do it. But give me a solution. Or always ask a question. When your child comes to you and he says, they hit me, what is the first question that you're going to ask them? That's right. Why did they hit you? And what I expect is to hear the truth, not just the consequence of something that you did. Well, I threw a shoe at them. Okay, well, there you go. That's what you got your butt kicked. If you tell me, Nothing. Minding my own business. I told them to leave me alone. They wouldn't. Okay, now we have a conversation. Now they keep coming over here, and then that's right, Trinity. See, I know there's a delay, so I won't hear you. I won't see your answer until then. But this guy here, every single one of them, right? Now you may think that I'm defending Democrats all the time. I'm not defending them, but I have to say it because these guys keep blaming Republicans for everything. But here's the thing. I have witnessed prices have gone down. Our gas was under $3 until the taxes that our idiot Bob Ferguson put on us. Now we're paying over $4 and change. You cannot play dumb. You got to pay attention. Our price is high right now. Yes. Is it President Trump's tariffs? No. It's your local taxes. I bet you nobody even pays attention to that. This guy says, oh, you know, the government shut down by the Republicans. But they don't say. They don't say. Because they don't want to do what we tell them to do. I go back to it every single time. There was a vote for the big, beautiful bill. It passed. They don't want to accept democracy's results. So they try to rig it, shut down the government when they know elections are coming soon. In the meantime, every day that we hear them filibuster, my colleagues on the other side, they shut the hell up. Stop lying to me. Straight up. Why? Say they shut down the government because they won't give us what we ask. Have the balls to say it. Stop lying. Don't bullcrap. Don't go around the bush. Say it. Say it. Republicans didn't shut the government down. We did. Because they don't want to give us what we want. Yeah, we voted and we lost, but they don't want to give us what we want. Say it. That's where I'm at. See, they know how you have. They know that people know that according to our regulations, illegals are not supposed to get benefits. But they forget about COVID-19. They forget about the whole country shutdown. There were some subsidies made. There was some stuff that was expiring by the end of this year, and it should. Done. It needs to go. Now, we have the biggest example, and we already knew this. Mandani promises free stuff. We already know. Rich people, millionaires, billionaires, they're going to go out. They're going to leave. And then, hold on, JR. And then he's going to give free stuff. You ask the people that are campaigning for Mandani, and they don't even know what the hell, how are they going to get the money? How are they going to get the money? They don't know. Tax the rich, they say. And what happens when you're taxing the crap out of the rich and they get tired of your mistreatment, of looking at them as the bad people, as the hateful people of this country? What do you think is going to happen to them? Liberty for All says, I will say this, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Midterm elections are about 1 year from now. I think that is plenty of time for us to see something happen. Thank you for the super chat, Liberty. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted there. Appreciate you. Much love. You know it. We still gotta get, oh, Liberty for All just took the big boss of the chat. You guys already know what that means. You guys already know what that means. So we'll take a break and we'll come back to this nonsense. 30 seconds. For those who don't know, that is the theme of The Big Boss, is what I call that beat. The Big Boss. And you see my little health up there. Anybody can take me off that lead. And the health goes down every time we get a subscriber, every time there's a super chat on. And I believe that it should give you health as you keep adding super chats yourself. So I think Liberty for All is going to be probably our last leader of the night. Who's stolen valor here? Let's ignore that, guys. It's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. All right. So rich people, millionaires, billionaires are going to get sick and tired of paying all these taxes just to be looked like the bad people. That speech that Mandani gave after he won, he made them look like animals. He made them look like horrible people, like they are the business owners mistreat the employees and they gotta pay their fair share, and it's more than the fair share that they're paying. And now this unemployed man that's never held a job in his life, that has been just being sustained, that has been sustained by his mommy, is now going to go make a video and say, hey, remember when I told you to stop giving us money? I need you to start again. Start sending us money. Congratulations, you morons. You voted for this garbage, and you are going to eat that filth. You're going to eat it. I know Trump says that he's going to help in any way he can. This is where he's better than me. I will make them suffer. I will make them suffer and let them sleep in their own urine. Because the only way they're going to learn their lesson, you see, he used these people that you see on here, on the screen right now, these guys right here, they brainwash the youth, making them think that all of the money that is going to come out to give them free stuff, we already got it. They think there's some golden, some bucket at the end of the rainbow with a bunch of golden goblins over there, and that we're just going to reach in there and give everybody free stuff. They don't know that the same people that they are hating on are the ones that are supporting them today. My sister Trinity puts the facts all the time. Rich people pay over 70% of all the taxes in the whole country. We don't pay shit. There's almost 400 million people in this country already. How are you going to ask? Oh my gosh, I tell you guys, everything is connected. I tell you this. If you want to come into this country, don't come over here demanding stuff. And Junior, give me a second, bro. Give me a second. Don't come to this country demanding stuff, especially when you are illegal. Number one, in order for you to acquire favor, listen to this, and I want you to learn something. This is the reason why I am the way I am. When I thank my subscribers, my members, when I thank them for the super chats, when I thank them for, this is how I earn my living. This is my entertainment to you. This is my job. This is what I do now. When I tell you that I love you and I thank you, it's because it's true. This guy's called me bootlicker, blah, 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 brown nose into the ridge, blah, 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 whatever. I don't care. The principles are from the beginning of mankind. In order for us, back in the day, to get something from God, we used to go and got the best crops, the best animal, from our flocks, and we will sacrifice. Why? To be brown nosing? Butt licking? No. My Lord, does this satisfy you? Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Father. I'm happy because He saw that what I do it from the kindness of my heart and obedience and respect and honor. So God gives them what they need. Same scenario. If you're an illegal immigrant and you want to become a resident or a legal migrant in this country, show some respect, give love, honor, and then ask. Same scenario. New York, they hate the rich. Tax this. Get them. And then, by the way, give us some money. No. You say, we need the rich. We need the billionaires. We love the rich and the billionaires because they help this country stay afloat. They give us jobs. They give us an opportunity to sustain ourselves. Be grateful. Be thankful. And then ask. You think that's brown nosing. That's not brown nosing. When my kids come and ask me for something that they want, Daddy, I clean my room. Can I go to my friend's house? Well, did you? Yes, I already did that. Okay, did you? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's fine. You can go. You give gifts in order to marry your bride. You buy a ring and you become engaged and you get married, and it doesn't have to be a $5, $10, $20, $150,000 ring. It can be a $20 ring, whatever you can afford. What you got to understand is that what's priceless is true love, true honor, true respect. If they don't respect you, if they don't give you that back, then that's okay. You did what you got to do. You did everything right. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Thanks for the super chat, Liberty. Oh no, Sly, I will disagree with you on that. Dennis haven't asked for a super chat so that he can answer a question. I haven't heard that yet, and I have disagreed with him a lot and questioned him a lot. And that is true. He is not lying. This mofo be asking me some questions. And the one thing that I love about Liberty, it's when we disagree with something, we can literally go out and have a beer. Like, we can literally have a hangout. We're not here to convince anybody. But if you disagree with our opinions, you got to give us something to work with. Drop some facts, give me some stats, and then let's talk about that. And maybe it is the way it is where you're at, but in another place maybe it's not. You see, these people like to generalize the whole country. Like, if there is a racist part in this country, they bring it all the way to Washington. We ain't got that shit over here. That's down in the South. Why you bring it over here? Oh, police brutality down in the South, not over here. But everybody hates the cops because of the people in the East. You see how stupid that is? Now, for those of you that wait, Liberty, was Junior the boss? Oh man, I think Junior, you were the boss, weren't you? Oh, you know what that means. All right, I won't put my. Well, no, we're gonna do it. I think Junior was the boss, and Liberty just took it back. All right, I'll let you guys think about what I just said, and then we'll come back and continue on that. like a boss. Thank you guys for the love, for the chat. Don't worry, Junior, you still have another 25 seconds left. I just want to say, guys, thank you for that. You guys are making my night very good. I know you guys don't know, but have not gotten any sleep in the last 48 hours. I think I've barely got 4 hours. But I love doing what I do, and I appreciate you guys. No taybacks, says Junior to Liberty. And like a boss. So if you want to get favor from millionaires and billionaires and you're going to tell them that you need more taxes from them, the least that you can do is say, hey, listen, I know you guys are paying a lot of taxes, but you guys are successful people and we love everything that you do for us. So thank you so much for being part of New York. We appreciate you and we love you because you guys were smart enough to invest and you were able to break that joke that we cannot break ourselves. So we appreciate you. Thank you for your hard work. And long live New York. It is a different outcome when you give thanks. Instead of the moron Donnie that went over there, and instead of saying thanks to the rich, instead of saying we are a country for American citizens and for those migrants that respect our laws and respect our people, we are founded by all the people that work hard and have invested in this country. And there's no que pasa, güey. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Evelyn, with all due respect, but you know, the only people that are doing super chats for me are the people that are not broke on Snap. It's not poor people. It's people that actually work. They have their own business and they have pushed forward, making the right decisions in their life. You know how it is. We have soldiers, we have very skilled servicemen that go and fight for us. Now, I didn't do it. I can't do it. But I support them. You know, maybe these guys are not in here putting their face out in public, getting death threats like me, right? But they show me the love and they show me that they support me. And that is an amazing feeling. Poor people can't do that. Just imagine, this is like the biggest example. Pretend that I am America, okay? I'm America. And these guys are the rich people. And they are giving me money. You can't give me anything because you don't have anything. Imagine I go and I tell them, you guys suck, you guys are evil, but I need you to do more. It makes no sense, does it? So you have to appreciate the people that help you. Don't be ungrateful. Oh, snap. He's in the house. He said, you ain't taking it from me. like a boss. Heath is back on the lead, my friends. You guys, man, you guys are amazing. Thank you for that. I am surprised, guys. Berniel is not here, and I got a little clip for him. I am about to end this this live. Unless we keep getting more bosses in the house. I know libtards can't afford it, but that's okay. Don't worry, guys.
People by thousands.
I will say this. For those of you who are members, you don't have to super chat, of course. I understand. And I will say this. Trinity super chat today, I almost wanted to reject that. But if I do that, I will take away her blessing. Anytime you help somebody out, you are blessing them because you do it with kindness and you do it with love and appreciation. So I appreciate that. With that being said, Trinity does a lot of work for me. I know I'm not paying her. I know we don't live close by. You know, she's just one of those Americans that has felt the connection with somebody that speaks from the heart and that she can truly trust me on this. And I fully trust her, even though we haven't met in person. And I appreciate it. So my love goes to her. She is an amazing woman with an amazing family. And JR says, nobody likes that show off. Now we're cutting into my Marine Corps ball drinking money. Oh, snap. Like a boss. Drop it like it's hot. Oh, like a boss. Like el jefe. Like a boss. Like el jefe. Like a jefe. Let's see. What do we got here? Junior is freshly is saluting Junior. 100%. Oh boy, man. You know, that's right. El jefe in the house, JR. I don't think you guys want me to get off. As I think I've mentioned this before, but I'd rather have 10 good people in my chat than have 1,000 morons that don't know what they're talking about. It's okay, guys, to have different opinions. I understand that. But what I tell you, it's solid facts. When I tell you that in order for you to gain favor in something, you got to give something. You have to. You got to gift. You got to gift. You know, when I used to say nice things about my boss, the owners, not the manager, not the supervisor, the owners of the company, because they are very respectful people and they help a lot of people. They are good people and they need to hear it. And so when somebody will talk shit about them, I will defend the boss. You know, I'll be like, no, man, I think they're great people. They're doing what they can. You know what? They can have this. They can have that. That's fine. Look, we got jobs. They pay for this. They pay for that. What are you doing? Our jobs, our money combined doesn't do anything. We can continue this company with all of us. All the employees' salaries to put together cannot continue to employ people and have the business running. It is impossible. So you got to give thanks and you got to give kudos and you got to give props to the rich people that are doing their job, because once they were not rich. Some of them are actually privileged and they have been rich all their lives, but that doesn't mean that we get to be jealous and envious and give them something bad because we are soured about something. That's not how it works. So I say, yep, thank you, Bluegrass. Now, I will also point out that none of the people, none, not one of the people that come in here and insult me and put me down and try to tear me down have one super chat. Not one. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Well, you're not in love with something you don't have. Wellos, let's go. All right, guys. I waited for Berniel, but he's probably in different chats and different rooms. So we're going to go ahead, and I have this clip that I have made for him. And, well, I'm going to go ahead and play it. Let's see. Now, you guys probably can't see much in here, but I will adjust the screen. This is from an old classic called Escape from New York. Now, bear with me because there was some movie stuff on there that I did not want on the video, so I edited the audio so that only one special effect, sound effect, is going to be in there. But I try to clean up the voices as clean as I could, and well, you guys enjoy.
10 seconds flat. Usually I'm not down around here myself, but I wanted to catch that show. This stuff is like gold around here, you know. Hey, Snake, when'd you get in? I didn't even know they caught you. Oh, Snake Plissken in my cab? Wait till I tell Eddie. Hey, hang on, Snake.
I hope you guys enjoyed that short clip. I made that for Berniel because yesterday he made a comment about the old classic Escape from New York, and I watched that one, and I think there was another one called Escape from LA or something like that. And well, those classics are awesome. I hope that you guys actually enjoy that. Let's see. Why try to be cleansed? Why? Zoe, you've never been to church. How would you know? That's a very obvious, Rush Babe. That is very obvious. A lot of people that come over here and say they're Christians and they judge me, tell me that I can't judge. This is amazing, the hypocrisy, how that works, huh? It is amazing how the hypocrisy works. They come in here and they already swear that President Donald Trump is this and that, and oh, they got all the facts, and the judges couldn't convict them, but they sure can convict them. I find that very ironic and hypocritical at the same time. So yeah, there you go. Guys, you guys are amazing. Junior, did you want to call in? Is that why you were making all this fuzz in there? And since you are the boss in the chat, you can call me in. Why don't you go ahead and call me, brother? Oh, watch out. Cool Cat Renee. Man, I missed you, brother. I haven't seen you in like a day or two. I always love to see Cool Cat Renee in here with his flags. And you know what? I'm going to say this. Okay? Now, this is not... You guys already know what I said about people that have been supporting me and all this stuff. I want you to understand this. That's right, Brian, Escape from New York. I want you to understand this. There is people like Cool Cat Renee that I think so much. I appreciate so much. And you can see he's different than everybody else. He always comes in and he gives me a little shout out. And he always says, call the Dennis, subscribe to the Dennis Herrera show and all this stuff. And that support, I appreciate, and I think that he's very special. And, these guys have been battling out with super chats. And of course, it supports me. This is how I make a living. You guys already know that. But the love that I feel from people like Cool Cat Renee is very special to me. So I don't want to sound like, brown nose or like some people say. But, all right, Junior Vasquez is on the phone. What input do you have about New York? Wait, hold on. You're not on speaker. Hold on, SA. Why is this not even loud? Hold on. Oh, I know. I got it. Okay, go for it. Sorry about that.
All hail the boss. Let's just start out with that.
What you said? You're right. All hail the boss. You've been kicked off, bro. Oh, snap.
So here we go. We're going to
que esperar, güey. The new boss, Liberty for All, says, Evelyn, my dear, will agree with you on Trump. But as for others that I have seen, we worked hard before. So now we can take it easy. Come on, woman. We already invest so we can take a break. But I'm grateful for my workers. There you go, buddy. There you go. Thank you, Liberty. Man, I really wish, man, that we can just get together at least one night, one weekend or something. If you guys ever try to make it here to Washington State, I would love to drive you guys around. We should hang out one day. All right, what you got, Junior? What's the scoop in New York?
All right. Well, number one, New York is cesspool. It should be.
Yeah.
I am. Now, understand when I say New York, I'm talking about New York City.
Yeah.
Because New York State is totally different. All right. Absolutely different. Now, with all that said, Escape from New York is, in all honesty, when I think about it, it's a blueprint to what's to come in New York City.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not necessarily against making that just annexing it and hey, let's build a wall around it.
Yeah.
Keep that cesspool in there.
I know, man.
And some people may disagree with me on this, but I'm just saying, it's when you think about this country is literally 50 individual little countries.
Yeah.
In one big
Yeah. I agree with that.
Every state has got its own personality, its own agenda, and yeah, man, it should like Prop 50 just passed in California.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. New York elected a Muslim mayor. Now, back to the New York thing really quick. I saw something going around today. Donald Trump getting on X saying they elected a Muslim in my city, the city I helped build, and my wife looks better than his. And I don't know if, I'm not a Trump defender. I disagree with the man on a lot of things. But with AI and all these computer programs right now, I don't know if he actually said that, but if he did, it shows a lack of class on his end because, in all honesty, families should be left out of political rivalries.
Yeah, I agree. But nobody does that to him. Everybody talks about his family. And in all honesty, he is right. I'm looking at Mandani's wife.
I'm sure she is a lovely
She is. She looks lovely. She does look lovely. She does.
I'm just saying. When it got done to Trump, I said the same thing. The families need to be left out of that whole thing.
Yeah.
The bashes should be from person to person, not person, and extended to families.
Yeah.
I know that if I ran for political office, and it doesn't matter who my opponent was, or even if someone that wasn't an opponent, someone say, like the president saying something like this. The next time I saw him, I would deck the son of a bitch. I'm just saying.
Hey, Junior, man, I don't think Liberty wants you to take it at all, bro. Hold on. You got to have to wait now. He shut you up. Hold on. Hey, Junior, is your dog next to you with that look like he's trying to figure out what in the hell are you saying? Hold on. Just like a boss. Bro. Yeah, Liberty's dogging you, bro. And Robert, thanks for the super chat as well, my friend. New York, the new ghost town, says Robert. Yeah. Massive cry baby, says Toxic Audrey. Austin Doe, he knows exactly what he's talking about. I was going to ask you guys what's inside this box. And that's right, it's a sewing machine. My grandma used to have one of those, and that's how I know like a boss. All right, let me see. George says, how's the Funko Pop collection doing, Audrey? Hey, wait a minute. I have a Funko. I used to have a Funko collection here with dolls because my mother-in-law used to work there. So she brought a whole bunch of dolls in here, and I guess some people bought them. But yeah, to each his own. Let's see. Who else we got? Freshly says, as a boss. Roberto Vasquez is back. He's fallen asleep with California dreams, he says. Mandani and Newsom, it's the people that he dreams about when he sleeps. Oh, how nice. Toxic Audrey, cope harder. By the way, wars are not violence. They're not violence until they start getting in my face and spitting on me when they're talking. They get smacked with that. 6 feet distance, baby. Ain't that right, JR?
That's right. That's right. Why the hell do I want them germs?
Now, tell me, you were going to say something about New York earlier. I'm sorry I took so long to get you on. But you were going to say something, I think, about, what was it, the economy or something?
Yeah. So I'm going to spit some facts at y'all.
All right.
Okay? So I was listening to that video, and they're blaming the Republican agenda and prices going up and this and that.
Yeah.
In basic finance, okay? In basic finance, in any college basic finance course, they teach you about fiscal economics, okay? And how the fiscal economics work per fiscal year. Now, keep in mind, we are just now getting into the first fiscal economic year for the Trump economic plan.
Correct.
Okay, it starts in October, but it doesn't necessarily kick off till March. Okay, so being that there's no budget being passed right now, we're still technically carrying over from the Biden administration. But here's the other thing. Every economic plan takes anywhere between 2 to 4 years for you to start seeing the effects of it. By de facto, the unemployment rates during the Biden administration, which is what they claimed that they had the lowest unemployment rates of any president, and it's a fact. They did.
Yep.
But that was from the Trump economics. That's what it was due to. Right now, what we're seeing is the effects of
Say, hold on.
Biden.
Somebody called you Jesse Lee Peters, bro. Butter. So, yeah, that's for you, bro. That's not me. That's for you. You take that one, bro. Hey, don't worry. If they call me that, it's all good. That means I'm black. Because he black. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. That was funny. That was funny.
So there's that there.
Yeah.
Then let's talk about. Let's just really go on a little side tangent on this country. Okay. Again, we're with all our flaws. No matter who sits in the White House.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna be perfect. Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
But here's the thing. Sit there someday. I'm not a politically correct person at all. Okay. I don't believe in using terms like divisive terms like African American, Hispanic American, all that garbage. We're American. Okay.
Correct.
95% of all African Americans in this country have never set foot in the continent of Africa. Okay. And if you speak to people from Africa, they don't consider Black Americans to be African Americans.
Yeah.
They look at them as entitled and beneath them because they take for granted the opportunities that are given in this country. It blows my mind, the entitlement, and I'm not saying this.
Get him, Trinity. Go ahead, continue. Talking to Trinity.
The entitlement that happens within people in this that were born and have lived to benefit from the privileges given by this country. Because no other country in the world could you do what you're doing here.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely, absolutely.
you talk about Britain. Go to Britain, put a nasty Facebook post. See what happens. See if the cops ain't knocking on your door and arresting you for hate speech. Go to Italy. It is highly illegal in Italy. Walk around with a
Thank you,
pocket
Heath.
knife. A pocket knife.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
like
Yep.
I almost got arrested over it because I wasn't aware of that. You know, now granted, mine was a little bigger than a pocket knife, but you know, whenever you have an assault rifle pointed at you over your knife, it kind of changes your perspective on things. But these are things that happen around the world. Spain, you know, while you can get away with a lot of things in Spain, go ahead and try talking bad about the government in that country. See what happens.
Yeah.
You know, not to mention the hundreds of other countries where you can literally be assassinated for speaking bad about the country, or your family getting assassinated or arrested for generations and having to pay labors because of what you might have said.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand truly how good they have it in this country.
Yeah.
I don't agree with Trump 100% of the time. I didn't agree with Biden 100% of the time. I didn't agree with Obama or Bush. Hell, and when Reagan and Bush Sr. were in office, I was too stupid to really understand politics.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know the thing with Trump, and I understand people that want to hate him and do all this stuff. I know this is hard for people to understand or believe, but he's just like me, bro. I'm just like him. It's his life. He's made so many mistakes. He's been falsely accused of things. I've been falsely accused of things. A lot of the things that he's going through, of course, he's on a major scale, more more pressure, etc. Right, more to lose, so to speak.
Right.
But everything that he has done, bro, even with people hating him, even with people being in the way, even with this crazy lunatic Democrats weaponizing the judicial court to stop him from advancing, from doing what he promised us to do. He's been fighting through every single thing. So far, no Democrats want to acknowledge that he helped stop 8 wars. Nobody wants to acknowledge that people have been signing agreements. We just showed today, I don't know if you were here already, we just showed a dinner that he was over there after a signing of papers, of agreements. And the most amazing thing that I'm hearing here is that all these leaders, including Argentina, including Venezuela, which we're working on, including the people in Ukraine, including Israel, including other people like the Abraham Accords and all this stuff. Nobody gives him credit for all of that. The guy is getting older and older. He doesn't sleep. He is sacrificing his life. He is sacrificing the last years that he had that he could spend with family. But he's such a hard worker. I can't hang with him. It's like everything he does is what I believe to do right. The difference is he is a lot stronger than me. He's a lot, obviously, he's a billionaire, but his will to continue to move forward when people hate on him, it's amazing. They call him racist, and he is the only white man on this whole country, probably, at least in government, that has never, in his whole family, has ever owned slaves. Yet he's the racist. And you got the same people that are calling him racist in Congress, Democrats. They're the creators of the KKK. Democrats, there's the party that didn't want to release the black slaves. Democrats are the ones that didn't want illegal immigrants to be in this country because they had slaves. Democrats are the ones that have been destroying this country for decades since it was created in the early 1900s. And so until today, I got to admit, there is no politician that will ever be truly 100% honest. If I am a politician and I go on the stage and I'm 100% honest, nobody's going to believe that I'm 100% honest. And so when people accuse President Donald Trump of doing all these things, he's been through court. They took him to court thousands of times. The court found nothing. He was, he was acquitted. He was done. He was clean. He was good to go. So if the courts didn't find him guilty, and people keep calling him, a felon, a pedophile, these people like Evelyn here believe the story that he was over there groping minors, and he goes into this dressing room and they're over there changing. Nobody knows what the whole situation was about. Nobody says, oh, they were naked, or that doesn't say anything like that on the story. Women, little teenagers, they go out in the little bathing suits. They barely cover themselves. What's the difference? Of course he's going to go in. There's the beauty pageant. What about all the pedophiles that are over there watching the pageants? What about all the women and men that are enjoying these minors in little bikinis? What about those pedophiles? You know what I'm saying?
To Evelyn, I say, all right, let's go on ahead and say that. Let's go ahead and say that Trump was there. Is she willing to admit that Clinton was there as well? Because the logs say he was.
Yep. And all the billions of men throughout the world that watch this young underage girls half naked in public television, go ahead. Is this what Jesus said? Cast the first stone if you're free of sin. You guys are all guilty. And this is why you should keep your mouth shut about it.
Why are we trashing on the Miss Universe pageants now? Come on.
Oh, Evelyn is. It's because Evelyn believes that. And a lot of Democrats, they believe that as well. I don't. I already know what they do. I already know what they look like. I already know what they do on TV. Women like Evelyn probably think that it's okay to put a bunch of makeup on a 5-year-old and make them look like adult women at the age of 5 so they can do a little child's pageant. This is the corruption, and this is why I call the hypocrisy on these people. They like to come over here and call people names and accuse them of this and that, and they themselves are the perverts. Most of the guys that come over here right off the bat saying that President Trump is a pedophile, they probably had a bunch of gay porn and child porn in their computers. These guys are probably the filthiest, dirtiest people on earth, and they come over here and put all these little dreams that they've been having and blame others because they have those fetish. Okay, sorry about that, Junior. It's not your fault.
No worries. But like we're and here's okay. I'm trying to watch what I'm going to say here. Okay, and mainly because I'm inside the building. But the thing is, you have got, and again, we name one person in history that you've ever agreed with 100% of the time, and I'm going to call you a liar.
Trump.
And that goes to anybody. You didn't agree with him.
So far, I agree with everything he said. So far. Doesn't mean that I always will.
Did you agree with him with his divorces?
Well, no, his personal life is different. I'm talking about as a president.
I'm just saying agreed with him 100% of the time. I didn't specify.
Well, if you're asking on a moral level, when you are in the industry of Playboy, when you're hanging out with entertainment like pornographers, when you're living this life, there is no moral line for you. So divorce is no big deal. Adultery is no big deal. You being in the adult entertainment business, you're already failing as it is. So nobody, I haven't seen one person in here come and say, or even in life, period, in life, I have not seen one person come and say, we should protest no porn on the internet. I know it's going to make a lot of people sad, right?
Especially me.
You know what I'm saying? You have a wife, you better not. And it's just like, that's where I'm at. Like you can't say no to this and then hate everybody else.
Right.
You just can't do that. Why can I judge everybody because of they're doing something bad in their life? I'm doing something bad in my life. All I ask is for a little respect, and stop making the judgments on these people, especially on the moral grounds judgment, because you have no morals. For Evelyn to come in here and start saying that he is a child, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you ever watch an underage pageant, beauty pageant at that, 5, 6, 7 years old, you are guilty of everything you're saying about Trump right now. Period. So guess what? Shut your mouth, and this is the way our culture is. That's it. And then you don't get to hear it from me. You don't get in trouble. As simple as that. The moment that you try to point out somebody else's mistakes is the moment that I'm going to point out your mistakes. Right. And that's how I am, brother. I gotta deal it as I see it. Now look at these guys over here protesting. Number one, I know these guys are enjoying this on the left side. Well, there's only like 5 of them left over. I'm about to cut this chat short. Trump must go now. Now, why? We voted him in. Who the hell are you to try to kick our president off the office? We use democracy. It passed. We won. We get 4 years. Now shut the hell up. Look at the way they're dressed. They got those little fake nun red outfits and marching. If you look at the screen real quick, you can see that. These people they're just so retarded. They're so evil. They're so dark. I can't believe that we're sharing the same country with these people, to be honest. I can't believe it.
I agree. You know, on that aspect, there are way too many people that are entirely too comfortable with the way expressing their opinions, even expressing them at such a level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, like I said yesterday, it's okay to disagree with people.
Yeah.
You know, it's whenever you try to push an agenda that should not be pushed.
Correct.
You know, and yeah, man, there's, oh God, what was I going to do?
You were going to go get that next beer.
No, my buddies are coming down for the Marine Corps ball this weekend, so I got
Oh, right on.
Yeah. It's on Saturday, so I've got a couple. I'm in the middle of work right now. Like I said, I don't drink during my work week.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, they just they need to understand that it's okay to differ in opinion, but if you're going to pursue certain actions, understand that pendulum swings both ways. You know,
yeah.
So if you're going to be whining and crying and saying, "Ooh, freaking go on ahead and kick him out of office forcefully and this and that," hey, that pendulum swings the other way too.
That's right.
You know, and when your guy steps up there, odds are it's going to be said by the other side. Did I agree with January 6th? No, not at all. You know, January 6th made the riot look no different than the protests that happened during Trump's first election. You know, when they were rioting in the streets and all that shit. You know, excuse my language. You know, so it did make each side tries to look like they're more sanctified.
Yeah.
But one side tends to take it to that next level and escalated. It just blows my mind, man. It blows my mind because think about this. By today's standards, okay? By today's standards, what we consider the norm today. I'm not saying you and I consider norm. I'm talking about general society. Give me one quick second. Let me fuel receipt, truck 618. Okay, 2 copies. By today's standards, thank you. Any president prior to Bill Clinton is technically considered radical right by today's standards. Because today's Democratic Party is not the same Democratic Party of FDR or of Kennedy. And definitely not the same one of Andrew Jackson. You know,
Yeah.
and you know, is the Republican Party the same now as it was, say, of LBJ, Nixon, and all? To a certain extent, yes, but no. You know, there are some areas where
Thanks,
they
Robert.
kind of caved in.
Yeah.
You know, and that's another thing right there. They need to stand their ground on what they believe and not be afraid of it. Not be afraid of to actually speak their mind. You're
Yep.
gonna always hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Let me defend
You know?
myself on the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me defend myself on the chat because these people need to learn a lesson.
Do it. What are they doing?
So here let me tell you something here, Evelyn. Do you see how freedom of speech affects everybody's reaction? I don't agree with your freedom of speech, because I don't agree with your opinion. But your freedom of speech doesn't trump mine. So if you call me names, even if you don't call me names, I have a freedom of speech. So if you think that I respond in anger or because you're triggering me something, because you're using your freedom of speech, well, isn't that what you're doing when I respond with my freedom of speech? See, that's the beauty about freedom of speech. Yours doesn't trump mine. And that's a fact. You judging me doesn't judge the fact that I can tell you don't judge. It's my freedom of speech. I can say whatever I want. For Pete's sake, this is my channel. I would think that you will understand that. Now, you come in here, I appreciate it. Okay? I want people in here that want to protect our country, that put Americans first, and that are against illegal immigrants. That's the people I want in my channel. If you are not that people, get the hell off my channel. As simple as that. I said it many times. I'd rather have 10 people that are good in my chat than to have 1,000 buffoons destroying our United States of America freedom of speech. I don't appreciate you. Your disrespect is not freedom of speech. That just means that you're an asshole. That has nothing to do with the freedom of speech. And as a matter of fact, every time that you tell somebody something that causes them to react or get triggered and start telling you stuff back, you provoke that. If you dish it, you better be able to take it. You can't just go around and slap somebody and then all of a sudden you don't want to get slapped. That's not how it works.
What did Evelyn say?
She just disagreeing with me. Evelyn says, go on and defend yourself. I don't agree with your speech or opinion either. You're judging me by what I say. You have that right to disagree. Then why are you saying, oh, if you want me to leave, just say so. Stop being an emotional woman. Just accept it. There's freedom of speech. If you're going to speak free and say freedom of speech, you shouldn't be getting touchy then.
Hey, remember earlier I said, put me in, coach? Let me take this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so to Evelyn, I say this. Please do understand that freedom of speech is protection from the federal government retaliating against you, not from the private sector or personal issues. Now, with that said, in the words of the ever-famous George Carlin, I'm going to say this. You know, if you're listening to a show and you hear stuff that you don't like or necessarily agree with, you have two options. Change the channel or turn it off. If you choose to stay on, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know, so you getting offended does not matter. You know, it doesn't change my night in any way. As a matter of fact, if you tell me that you got offended by something I said, I'm going to make it my job.
Over 100.
To say stuff more offensive just to trigger you. You know, because that's the kind of person I am. I'm an asshole. And
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. But anyways, with all that said, much love to you, Evelyn. I hope you continue listening.
All right, brother. Thank you for the call, man.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, appreciate you. So I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that when you say freedom of speech, especially if you're in somebody else's house, okay? If Evelyn, if I go into your house, I already know what you believe. I already know what your opinion is going to be. I know I disagree. I know that I can believe complete opposite of what you believe. But if I am in your house, you get no disrespect from me. You get no disrespect from me. You won't even get to hear that I disagree with you at all. You won't even get to hear that. And if I do have a problem with that, I will simply leave. Because that's better. It's better to leave in peace than to leave fighting. Liberty for All says, hey, Junior, which Republican president has disappointed you the most? To me, is Ronald Reagan. Hey, Evelyn, do you need a hug? Or maybe some attention? Wait a minute. Who was the last boss? No, Liberty's been the boss for a while. Okay, yeah, okay. Let me see how this works, guys. Let me see if you actually get extra points. You just keep your health, it looks like. Okay. All right. Oh, my goodness. Liberty for all. So that's my point, guys. It's, okay, listen. If you're going to bring any of his personal matters, you say the way that he lives his life, the family, and all that stuff matters. You said that, right? Let me tell you why you're a liar. You're lying to me. What did Joe Biden do with his daughter? What did Joe Biden's hunter did? I want to hear it. That's how I know you're lying to me. I want you to tell me, what did Joe Biden do with his daughter? And let's be clear. You guys worship that man, even though it was just a digital pen. I will recommend that you read her diary, which she made public. I think it's still public. Pop, what the hell are you talking about? That's not a sentence. It's not a sentence. It's a question. It's a question. You don't know English if you don't know that was a question. What did Joe Biden do with his daughter? What was his daughter afraid of that Joe Biden did? No. You don't get away that easy. You have been bringing up shit that's happened 2 decades ago against President Trump. So, okay, we'll go with that. All right, I want you to look at this picture. Now, you guys were here with me, probably, maybe you weren't. We watched this video early today. One of the people in here almost fainted. I still don't know the details. I don't know if they're out yet. But you see the picture that they're showing right here, right? This is your demo rats. The picture that they show of them, and they say the nastiest things about President Trump. Now, people ask me in here, hey, how come you're always defending him? What? Because the people are always accusing him of false shit. That's why. The more people talk bad about him, the more I got to talk about him. I hate injustice. I hate evil people that have raised false testimony against me, lied about me, made up stories about me, and stupid people without any evidence believed them. So it's personal for me, okay? When I watched the video, President Trump was shocked. He looked down and he stood back up and he's looking because Bob Jr., Bob Kennedy, went to get something for him. It was a chair, whatever it was. And they say, oh, look at Bob Kennedy. He ran away when the guy fell down. What the? Seriously. And then they take this one pause, one frame of a scene, and this is what they say about President Trump. And Evelyn, this is why I'm very, very defensive of my president. They say, oh, this picture says so much without saying a word. And then here's some comments on the side. Just as expected, takes a medical crisis that someone was having and uses it for political purposes. Now, if I was to say that Biden's cancer-riddled body was a metaphor for his entire presidency, he would have called me a fascist or something. Do you see how people have to respond? This is how people have to react. So you can be upset about my rebuttal with you and being, very passionate about my response to you. But that's because I'm sick of hearing the false accusations and the hypocrisy. Now, if you really believe on freedom of speech and you respected my freedom of speech, this is where logic kicks in, and this is where you people don't click in. You see, in order for me to gain respect for somebody, number one, I am not entitled to that respect. And I need to earn it. But you don't get to earn that respect by shutting down my freedom of speech. So the way that it works, this might be very hard for you, Uptown, but I'll try to slow down for you. Very slow. I'm trying to be very slow for you. My brain doesn't go that slow, so it's hard for me to think slow. I got to think fast. That's the way I move. I have ADD, ADHD. I cannot think slow. Gary, you're too late. It's over. Shut the hell up. All right, I love saying that. I don't know why. All right. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right. I'm going to say something to you in person, not here in the chat. This is a general conversation. I'm going to speak however I'm going to speak, and everybody knows. In person, listen, I don't want you getting mad at me. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Yes, I do care about feelings sometimes. I want to make sure that we stay friends. In real life, in person life. Not real life. This is real life. In person. So I know that I can say anything I want. But it comes down to one thing. How do I want you to respond to me? And if your response is, I want to piss this guy off. I am going to ruin his day. I am just going to do, blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, guess what? You got it. You get it right back from me, baby. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Now, you believe what you believe. You believe fiction. You live in a fantasy land. You believe that one person can tell you this and it's true, but you don't have proof. So how do you go about it? You know how many people have come in here? P. Singh doesn't speak English, Trinity. I probably won't understand his accent. He's probably going to come and talk to me like this, and I don't know what he's going to be saying. So I don't play that way, okay? People say President Trump hasn't stopped any wars. And yet, we've seen 8 countries, presidents, prime ministers, thank you, President Donald Trump, shaking hands in front of the camera. We've been at war for over 30 years. over 30 years. Signing in public, on television, whether you like it or not, is proof. And yet they will sit there and say, what war? He hasn't stopped anything. He hasn't done anything. He's made no deals. Comes back from the Middle East, from Qatar, and he comes back with some agreements with the Fresh Prince of Qatar. Calls him Johnny. He's made him name that his mama gave him. And people say, oh, look at him. He thinks he's a king. Oh, look at him accepting a $400 million bribe. The plane. Oh, my God. Oh, he thinks he's a king. Shut the hell up. That is the words of envious, jealous losers that have not been able to achieve what he has achieved in his life. That's why you hate me, because I tell you the truth. Now, I feel very, very gracious, very happy. I will say content, but happy is better. I feel hopeful. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why I like doing this, it's number one, I'm very good at it. Whether you like me or not doesn't matter. I am very good. I was a very good radio host as well. Not because of I am a great person. No, it's because God gave me a talent. And I will use it when I need to. And I appreciate the opportunity that here I am doing this for a living. Now, some people that appreciate me, respect me, even love me, they do what they can to support me. Whether it's monetary, whether it's prayer, whether it's encouragement, whether it's agreeing with me. I do this because every time that I come on this show, for the last 3 months that I started doing this, I have been very selfish. Speaking honestly, I was losing hope for this nation. And some of my patrons in here have seen me almost losing it. But the truth is, I need them. I need them to continue forward. Why do I love Trinity so much? She supports me. She agrees with me. She disagrees on what she wants to disagree with. But she has shown me nothing but respect. And people that do that melt me. It feels like I've known Trinity for decades, probably all my life. Met her daughter. Beautiful, gorgeous, smart. Beautiful people. I spoken with the man. Awesome guy. I appreciate the veteran. My love, my heart to him. Miguel Salinas, I haven't seen him for a while. I'll probably give him a call to see, make sure he's okay. He has given me a lot of encouragement. Berniel, you guys already know. I need you guys. Bye, Lisa. Have a good night. That's why I do it. Cool Cat, every time he comes on, puts a smile on my face. I love it. I don't have all the answers. I give you my opinion, what I believe, what I gather, what I understand. And if you come in here and ask me a question and you don't like my answer, leave. You have to understand one thing. America first. I don't play none of this bullshit native, black slavery, horrible, racist, bad history. All that matters to me is that we are who we are today. And I can tell you, from Trinity to Heath to Meldon, which is in Arizona, to all of my brothers that are Native Americans here and descendants of a lot of native tribes here of the United States of America, to have their love and their spirit supporting me gives me strength. And so I'm very selfish. I need them. It's that simple. I wouldn't reach 10,000 subscribers if it wasn't for Trinity, if it wasn't for Omar, if it wasn't for Freshly, that since he came here has been very supportive, if it wasn't for Cool Cat Renee, if it wasn't for all my Latinos that come and give me some support, I wouldn't have reached 10,000 people. It's not me, it's them. They are the ones that make this channel great for me. They are the ones that make me get up in the morning when I don't want to. After 2 hours of sleep, you wouldn't want to get up either. And I get the people that come over here and make fun of my saggy face and my wrinkles and my bags and all this crap. And they make fun of President Trump. You know, he looks, oh, look at his bird nest hair. And, you know, but whatever, man. Whatever. We need to keep praying for them. And then we need to pray for each other. Super chat from Liberty. Of course, Liberty. Oh, and thank you for the subs, guys. I appreciate that as well. How much is that plane is going to cost to make it president approval, and who's paying for it? I really hear he got it from Muslims, which I don't trust. So number one, yes. So it's it's about thanks for subscribing. It is about a 400,000. Oh, 400,000. It is about $400 million. And I agree with you, and I agree with everybody else on this. It's that it will cost a lot of money, taxpayer dollar money, to take it completely apart, because just like you said, I don't trust it. All right? But to take it completely apart, it will be way too much money. I think he can just go buy that plane himself. $400 million. I mean, it is about, what is it, 1/8 of his money. Come on, he can make a lot more money than that. He can buy that plane himself if he wanted to. But I disagree with him taking the plane. I only agree with this. If he takes the plane and everything is, nothing is going to get changed, everything is going to stay the way it is, and there was going to be no money coming out of the taxpayers, I'm 100% and get that plane. It's yours. Take it. Whatever you want to go, use it. But because I know that there's going to cost a lot of money from American taxpayer dollars, I disagree for him to keep it. And so they ended up giving it, I believe, they still accepted it. I think. I don't know if they rejected it or not. But I believe he said it was given to the Air Force. Well, it's the commander-in-chief. He can do whatever he wants with it. I do appreciate, though, leadership from all over the world, especially when, you have people giving him medals. They gave him a medal in Qatar. Remember that? Yes, it was the Muslims. But you know the saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. And I really sincerely believe that President Trump sees them as friends. Not as some might think, but I know what kind of friends. There's different levels of friends, just so you know. All right? And so I disagree 100% to keep that plane because of the cost that it will cost the American people. And we're not playing that. So there's that. There is $170 million or so that was being used to buy 2 Jetstream jets for Noam, right? Christine Noam. These are planes that needed to be replaced. I hope they were able to get something out of the old planes. It is a lot of money, but we need it. We need those people to be able to use good equipment. We cannot be cheap with our leadership. Thank you, Alan. First American president to receive the honor. I wasn't born here, so no president. And I think you're probably talking about President Trump. I believe so. I believe he's the first president to receive that honor. The last time that I was watching the news was when Barack Obama went over there. And I remember that Johnny's, the crown prince, his father was there. There we having an issue. Now, I get it. They found the terrorist, But you know, if Soros can come over here and give Antifa money to go destroy our city, everybody should just be okay with him. But the point is that they were having a conflict, and they wanted to have the United States of America's help to stop, and that's what would have saved a lot of problems. Barack Obama said no. I can see the face of the crown prince's father in the background, and he was not happy. He was not only upset, but he was actually sad that the United States was not going to be their friends. And I'm going to tell you something. If Barack Obama would have said yes, and we would have helped them, whenever a terrorist attack happened by Muslims, I can guarantee you that those people will be on our side. And even though they don't really have all the military power that we have, they have money, and they can definitely always help us economically, financially, etc. Now, before we finish the night, let's go ahead and listen to some good old JLP. I think this is going to be perfect for finishing our night today. All right, I hope you guys enjoy. And he doesn't yell it, but he does say, beta. All right, guys, I'll let you enjoy this. Let's go ahead and take a listen here real quick. All right, let's see. Let's do a few minutes. Let's see how far we can go. Okay.
So.
Yeah, let's move on.
Was it hard to get up?
No.
No?
No, I get up early a lot, but I'm just, had to drink some coffee before I went on air. 6 a.m. is not too bad. Not all liberals wake up late.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so you are a political commentator and a YouTuber host, right? How long you been doing this? How old are you?
I'm 23.
So how did you get into this and why?
By the way, I'm going to have 2 of these flags right behind me. Hopefully, I can do a wider screenshot for you.
Yeah, I used to make a bunch of videos when I was a kid. When I was like 9 years old, I had my YouTube channel that I run now, but I would do gaming videos, Call of Duty and all that. I would play Call of Duty and I would edit the videos. I got really good at video editing, really good at politics. And when I graduated high school, I was like, wait a minute, I'm still really good at video editing. I'm good at talking politics. So I started to go to Trump rallies and talk to people, and then it went viral. So since I was 21 years old, I've been doing this. Now I'm 23.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
You are a liberal?
Yeah.
And why?
Why? I think my values align with more center-left values of, I'd say, freedom of speech, personal liberty. I think liberalism is a lot about equality and equity, and I think that conservatism oftentimes isn't. It's a little bit more cruel.
What does that mean? Equality and equal.
Equity?
Equity.
Well, yeah,
what does that mean, equality?
Equality, when it comes to liberalism, I mean just the ability for anybody to love who they want, the ability for anybody to act how they want as long as they're not harming anybody else. So when I look at conservatism, I oftentimes feel like it's not even about freedom. It's not about equality at all. When I look at liberalism, just from a really broad level, they want freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of all of this stuff.
But that's the same thing conservative want.
Do they? Does the current administration want freedom of speech?
Yeah.
You think so?
But why do you think they don't want it?
The current administration has been a little bit weird when it comes to freedom of speech. Did you hear about the Brendan Carr FCC stuff?
But who is acting up right now, the liberals or the conservatives?
The conservatives are in power, so they're the ones that are trying to stop free speech, it feels like.
So you believe in liberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And free speech.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And those are your values.
Overall, broadly, yeah.
What's important to you?
Personally? Like what topics right now?
No,
What
what's
issues?
important to you? You're a Z, right?
Gen Z, yeah.
And so what's important to you?
What's important to me? Just really broadly is growing up in America where there's moral clarity and where my values can be represented. So my values of freedom of religion or freedom of like the right to say what you want. But right now, I'm really, really looking for a future where America can be anti-Russia and pro-Ukraine, because pro-democracy, anti-authoritarianism, anti-like demonization of immigrants, pro-equality, just a lot more of America with moral clarity in it.
When you say more clarity, what does that mean?
It means, you know, a few days ago when that Politico group chat article came out, all of those Republicans were saying crazy things in a group chat. It was like gas chambers and all of that in the group chat. Did you read that article at all?
Yeah.
J.D. Vance
I didn't read the article, but we did talk about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
J.D. Vance, after that, wouldn't even condemn it. He wouldn't even say that it was bad. And I think that's a lack of moral clarity. You're not
What
making
does
it.
a moral clarity mean?
You're being very, very clear on what moral values you want the country to stand for. And J.D. Vance isn't being clear. He's muddying the waters. And now people in my generation don't know, are we allowed to make jokes about gas chambers? People don't know. We need clarity on that.
And did you have that when Obama, or not Obama, but Biden was in office? Did you have more clarity?
He was pretty clear. Yeah.
It was more clarity then.
Yeah. He would say.
And what was it?
He would say,
What was the more clarity?
He would say, I'm not a president for Republicans. I'm not a president for Democrats. I want to be a president for all Americans. He would say that political violence is never okay. Like,
Well, yeah, that's all ever happened. They had the Black Lives Matter stuff. They had
But Biden condemned that.
Antifa and all that. And so Biden didn't condemn Black Lives Matter.
He said the property damage he condemns.
So, are you a Christian?
No.
And why not?
You know, my dad is Muslim, and my mom's side of the family is more Christian. When I was young, I used to go to the mosque a lot with my dad every Friday for Friday prayer. And one time my mom sat me down when I was like 9. She said, listen, you don't have to be Muslim. You don't have to be Christian. You can decide which path you want to go down. So after going to the mosque and after, you know, hearing some of my more Christian family members out, I made the independent decision that I'm more atheist agnostic. I don't believe in God. Intuitively, it doesn't feel right. There's no evidence to me.
So your mother stopped you from going to the mosque with your father?
No, she just said I have the choice because it's America. I like freedom.
Did your father know that your mother said that to you?
Yeah, my father was okay with it. I mean, should I be forced to be Muslim, you think?
Did your mother obey your father?
No, my mom is actually more independent than my father. My mom makes more than my dad. What do you think about that?
So your mother made more money than your father?
She does, still.
Really?
Yeah, does that surprise you?
And your father is a Muslim, right?
Yeah, but those two things
But
aren't
normally
correlated.
Muslims don't fall for women being in control like that. What's wrong with your father?
What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
Nothing. I think that we live in a more, it's 2025 and things are changing. Women can make more than men. Men can choose to be what religion they want. It's different. Do you think my mom should force me to be Muslim or?
Does your father know? So your father's a Muslim. Do the Muslim people know that your father let your mother rule?
The Muslim people know that my father lets my mother rule.
I thought that religion was more of a masculine religion than a feminine religion.
It is, but in the West, Islam is not so hardcore, like the man is in charge. There is a more toothless version of Islam that exists in the West where women can lead, women can be in charge. And by the way, my mom's not in charge. She happens to have a PhD. She's very, very highly educated, and my dad works at the family business. So it's not that my mom's in charge of the house. She's just more educated and had more upward mobility. And the Muslims in the community, they don't care.
So that's amazing, huh?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Were women created to lead or to follow?
I mean, neither inherently. What do you think?
What do you mean, neither inherently?
I think that a woman can develop into a great leader if she has the skill set, if she gets educated like my mom. I think a lot of women can be great leaders, but inherently, nobody's a leader or a follower. Some women are going to be more predisposed to following people. I don't think that binary is quite true. Do you think
Would you ever follow a woman?
Sure.
You would follow a woman?
Yeah.
You would follow a woman?
I have a question for you.
No. Would you follow a woman?
Yes. Are you trying to pin me down on this? I have a question for you.
Why would you follow a woman?
Say you have a man that is about to take you into a battle that you know you're going to lose.
No. Why would you follow a woman? You don't believe in God, though, huh?
See, those two things aren't connected. Wait, I have a
Do
question.
you believe in God?
No.
So why is it that you don't believe God exists?
No, probably not.
So do you believe in evil?
Do I believe in evil?
Yeah.
Sure, the characteristic of evil, sure, yeah.
So you don't believe in good, but you believe in evil.
Wait, no, do I believe in God or good?
Good.
Oh, I do believe in good.
But you believe in good and evil, right?
Yeah.
So how can you believe in good and evil and not believe in God?
Because I don't need the Bible to tell me that, something like, can I cuss on here? No?
No.
I don't
we
need,
have kids, listen, man.
Sorry. I don't need the Bible.
We're a beta.
I'm a beta. I asked you. I don't need a Bible to tell me that women have bodily autonomy. I don't need a Bible to tell me that killing is wrong. I can kind of intuit some of these things. Wait, if the Bible didn't exist, would you know that, killing is wrong?
Where do you get your good from then if it's not from God?
If not from God, I
Yeah.
can intuit certain moral positions,
How?
good or bad. If God didn't exist and if the Bible didn't exist, would you know that killing is wrong or right? Like, would you just not know? You wouldn't have any sort of intuition about it.
Where do you get your good from if you don't believe there's a God?
My mom. From women.
Your mother?
From women. Yeah, I follow women.
Your mother is good?
No, women. I just follow women all the time.
Is your mother good?
Yeah.
And what's good about her?
She's smart. It's her birthday today, actually, and she generally is just a good leader. She's a good leader. Yeah, I don't know.
What's good about your mother, though?
What's good about her?
Yeah.
The characteristic of being sharp, smart, being able to clarify things in the moment. She literally started her own business. She's a business owner. She employs multiple other families, and because of that, their livelihoods depend on her. She has done this all at a young age. She had me at a very, very young age. She had me when she was still a teenager, and throughout all of that, she got her PhD. She's an accomplished person.
But what's good? You told me what she does and what she had, but what good about her?
What qualities are good?
Yeah, what's good about your mother?
Can you give me an example of what's good about someone you know?
No, what's good about your mother? You said she's good, but so far you haven't told me one thing that's good about her.
Let's see. What's good about her?
Yeah.
She's loving. She's accepting.
So you're not telling me what's good about her.
Can you define what do you mean by good?
Do you have love?
Yeah.
You have love?
Do I have love? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you love Donald Trump?
No.
So how you have love then?
I don't have to love everybody.
Where you get that idea from?
Wait, I have to love everybody?
If you don't love all, you love none.
Oh, so you love Kamala Harris?
Yeah.
Do you love James Comey?
I love all.
Letitia James?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you don't, how is it possible for you to love some but not all?
I don't think I have to love everybody.
Why not?
Because I can be selective with my love.
Where you get that from?
I don't know. I love my mom, but I don't love Hitler. It's yeah.
But how did you make that decision, though? But you don't believe in God, huh?
No.
Oh, okay. But you believe in hell.
No.
You believe in evil.
Sure, yeah. I mean, how do you define
evil? And where
evil?
does evil come from?
Where does evil come from? I think human individual actions. I think when something evil happens, it's not always because of some figure that is causing that to happen. Individuals are responsible for their own actions and can be evil on their own.
That's amazing.
You don't think so?
So
Wait, can I ask you, where does evil come from for you?
And so you were raised up by a Muslim father and an atheist, a Christian mother or atheist?
Agnostic mother, yeah.
And so you've taken this side, believe what your mother believes, so you don't believe there's a God. You don't believe there's a hell or evil, right?
I came to that position on my own.
But you can't.
No, I did.
So let me ask, because of time, there were a king rally this weekend, right? Why do some people call the Great White Hope a king?
What do you mean by the Great White Hope?
You don't know who the Great White Hope is?
Who's the Great White Hope?
There's only one.
He knows. Is it Trump?
There is a dream team, but then there's a Great White Hope.
Is that what you call Trump?
And that Great White Hope is Donald Trump. The dream team is Trump, Netanyahu, and Putin.
Whose dream team is that? Hitler's dream team?
The world green team, right? But let me ask, why do they call him? Do you call him king too?
I think that Donald Trump wants to consolidate power like a king, yes.
Do you call Donald Trump king?
I don't think he is a king. I think he wants to be a king.
Do you call him king now?
No.
You don't call him king?
He wants to be a king.
Why do did he say he wanted to be a king?
He acts like he wants to be a king.
Did he say he wanted to be one?
He did. He all day yesterday. He was posting memes online of him as a king. Yes.
Did he say he wanted to be a king?
Yep.
So Donald Trump said he want to be a king.
All day on No King's Day, he was posting memes of him as a king.
So you're saying Donald Trump said he wanted to be a king?
Maybe not verbatim, but he acts like he. And yeah, basically.
Did Donald
operates.
Trump say he wanted to be a king?
All day on social media, he was posting memes of him as a king.
You're
he said
not
he wants to be a
answering the
dictator
question.
for day one. Maybe not a king, no.
Did Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Essentially. Maybe not exactly, no.
You're not answering the question. Did Donald Trump say he
I'm
wanted
gonna
to be
try
a
that with you
king?
guys. I'm gonna try that.
Sure. No, fine. No, he didn't say that exactly.
Okay, so why do y'all call him a king?
Can I give you a real answer for a second?
About what?
About him being a king. So when
You
Donald...
just gave me the real answer. He didn't say he wanted to be a king.
I gave you a bunch of answers. You kept asking the same question.
Right, so so let's get it clear.
Let's get it very clear.
Did Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Can I ask you a question?
You didn't answer that question.
Does Donald Trump posting all day him in king gear mean he wants to be a king or no?
Did Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Yes, on No
When
King's
did you
Day.
hear Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
Open up his Twitter right now. Open up his Twitter.
When did you hear Donald Trump say he wanted to be a king?
He never said he wants to be a king.
So
I gotta practice this JLP, man. This kid changed his mind so many times on his answer. So funny. Man, I like this guy. I'm not saying he's right about everything. Okay, he's a little loony sometimes, but I love JLP. Starch Manning, thank you for the super chat there, my friend. Know what the top marginal tax rate was in this great country in 1960? 91%. But now raising taxes 2% on the militaries, on the millionaires is a Marxist sure thing, MAGA. I appreciate the super chat, and that's the honest question. Now, I also would like to tell you how much can you buy with $1 million today? And how much could you buy in the 1960s with $1 million? That's how that works. Okay? Now you need a lot more. We cannot afford the 91% anymore. That's not how it works. Businesses go out of business if they're not making 100% profit. They cannot afford to be paying health insurance. They cannot afford to pay the high wages. They cannot afford to rent the building to be able to sustain them. All I'm saying about the rich people is have some respect. Respect what they do. You're not entitled to their money. They earned it. It's their money, and they can do with it as they please. If you didn't make that money, we don't have any right to ask them or force them to give us any of that.
Then why'd you say he said it?
He's posting all day about it.
But why'd you say he said it?
Okay, what if can I just be clear about this? Trump
already.
never said out of his mouth that he wants to be a king. You're
Okay.
right. But can you concede that he's posting all day himself in king gear?
And why do people call him a king?
Because right when Donald Trump got into office, he began to act like he doesn't want the opposition party to exist. Over the past few months, he's targeted Act Blue, which is our fundraising mechanism. He's targeted institutions that are more liberal in his eyes. He's gone after judges that he deems
So
not
you
sufficient
call
enough.
him king because
Yes.
of all his great work?
No, what do you call it when the president goes after judges who disagree with him? What do you call it when the president doesn't want Congress to exist, doesn't want any checks on him? Yeah, he's acting like a king. What do you call it when he takes Jimmy Kimmel off the air and he's trying to suppress freedom of speech?
Do you appreciate the amazing job that Donald Trump is doing for America?
In what
By
regard?
putting America first.
How's he putting America first?
Let me jump in here, ladies. The difference between abortion and an emergency is very simple. One of them, you have to say a very hard goodbye. The other one, you're murdering that child.
First.
You don't see anything he's doing.
I'm asking you.
You don't see anything he's doing to put America first.
Well, I'm asking you.
No, I'm asking you.
No.
Not one thing.
You have to make the affirmative case.
He's not doing one thing.
No, you have to make the affirmative case. I want to hear what your case is. What
And
is he
so,
doing?
how do you feel about Donald Trump deporting illegal aliens?
I think that deporting people who are here illegally and have committed crimes is a good thing. If you've committed a violent crime, that's a good thing. But Trump has reallocated a lot of funds meant towards criminals, like actual criminals, towards people who are here and just trying to go through the proper processes. Like, are you okay when someone at a courthouse is plucked out while they're trying to get their citizenship and then deported in front of their kids?
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
100%.
Wait, so you don't think a path to citizenship should be available even if somebody's trying?
No.
So everybody, that's
Not
bad for the
illegal
economy, right?
alien. They need to come through the front door.
I agree.
In the right way.
I agree, but
so are you for Donald Trump deporting illegal aliens or against it?
if they've committed crimes, or like a violent
So
crime,
if
then
they
yes.
came here illegally,
Yeah.
are they here? Are they committing a crime? Have they committed a crime?
Yes, coming over to the border
It's-
illegally is a crime. But
Right,
I mean,
so that's what he's doing there.
if they've
Are you okay with him then deporting illegal aliens since they committed a crime by coming here illegally?
not just for coming here illegally, no.
Why not?
Because I think that a lot of people came here to seek asylum, and that's not inherently illegal. You know that asylum
No,
seeking isn't
they
illegal,
didn't
right?
come seek asylum. They were told to say that. They were trained to say that, but that's not why they're here.
But seeking asylum is different than just being here illegally.
Agree coming here illegally is breaking the law, right?
Yeah, but we're talking
and
about
should
asylum.
Donald Trump deport those people?
Yes, but listen.
No, give me hold on.
Yeah, yeah.
Should Donald Trump support those people
Deport those people?
that came here illegally, breaking the law to come?
Yes, but that's not
Okay.
what he's doing. That's
That
not what
is
he's
what
doing.
he's doing.
No, no, no.
He is.
That's not what he's doing.
He
He's
is doing that.
Okay, he's deporting asylum seekers, first of all, which asylum seeking is legal. He's
There are
deporting
no
farm
asylum
workers.
seekers here. They were trained by the media
Okay, so-
and the Democratic Party to
You're
say
contradicting what you're saying.
that they're coming.
You're saying that
way.
people should be deported for being here illegally, but the people who are here legally through asylum should also be deported.
There are no
what
one
about,
here.
What about the farm workers that were deported, and then the farmers of Iowa?
I want to point out something real quick. I like the way JLP never answers his questions. It's like, I'm questioning you. You're not questioning me. I love that because this kid has changed his answers so many times. But let me tell you what the difference is. Asylum seekers that have been here, that have overstayed the allotted time for asylum seeking, has expired. They got to go. Asylum seeking is not forever. When they give you asylum, it's not forever. It is on a temporary basis, and sometimes you might be allowed to stay and maybe get papers, but it's not mandatory and it's not a permanent solution. So yes, a lot of people have overstayed. They know that the asylum seeking has expired. They don't give a crap. They still stay here illegally by choice. Okay? There you go.
What about him?
Trump had to send a post saying the farmers of Iowa just called me and said all of our great farm workers are being deported. Then Trump had to slow down. Do you not care about the U.S. economy putting first?
We have American workers. We don't need illegal aliens to do that.
I don't think we have enough.
We have enough. We don't need illegal aliens to do
can I
that.
ask you this?
But what about the farmer? Are you saying he's wrong for deporting illegals because they work on a farm? That doesn't make sense.
No, the owners of the farm were saying that it was wrong.
Do
They were
you
saying
think it's
hurting
wrong?
us. Do I think it's wrong? Yes. I think that when you
So it's wrong to deport an illegal person because they work on a farm?
Donald Trump promised he was going to go after violent criminals. Are farm workers violent criminals?
Yep.
Farm workers are violent
They're
criminals?
here illegally.
That's not
They
violent.
broke the law.
That's not violent.
So you're okay with them not being deported because they work on a farm?
Yes. If somebody's coming here to work for a better America and work on a farm and they want to build a better life, they shouldn't be deported. They're trying to
So if
contribute.
someone break into your home and they decide they'll wash your dishes every day and clean your house
That's
every
different.
day, and then they go in your backyard and plant a garden, you okay with them breaking into your home?
Obviously not. But immigrants
But
are
why
a net.
not? Why not?
Because
Why not?
Let me finish.
No, why not?
I'm answering. Immigrants are a net benefit for the tax system in the country
No,
because they
they're not.
produce more revenue than they take
No,
in
no.
welfare. In my house, that's my individual property. That
And
is
your
my
country
property.
is not your individual country?
Not the entire thing, no.
Why not? What part of the country is not yours?
Because when you talk about the country, you can look at it as an aggregate, and that can actually benefit. Immigrants benefit the country as an aggregate in terms of revenue, in terms of building homes, in terms of all of this. You know an
Which
interesting
part
fact?
of the country is not yours?
Which part of the
We have borders to control so we can have sustainability. There is ways that we can do to reproduce. But if you do it too fast, You fall into chaos economically, financially. Having people work here illegally does not help the economy. It doesn't help as much as you think. Most of the money goes to the economy of the country where they came from. Let's get that clear.
The country is not mine personally.
Which part of the country is not yours?
I don't own the entire
Are
country.
you American citizen or Alabama citizen?
That's pretty messed up. I'm an American citizen now.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you really?
Yes, I'm an American. I was born here.
So then why are you okay with people breaking the law to come here?
I said they shouldn't break the law, but if they're here working for a better
They broke
life,
the
then
law
they're
though.
fine.
They came illegally.
The asylum seekers?
They broke the yes.
You think that we should deport all the asylum seekers too?
Absolutely, including Ileana Omar.
Really?
Yeah.
Ilhan Omar, she's a citizen though.
Send her back and have her come because she
So
hate
are you
America.
okay with sending citizens back?
But I want to move on. But
Yeah, yeah.
you're okay with illegals who broke the law to be here because they are farm workers.
I'm okay with a path to citizenship for workers. Yep.
For illegal aliens.
If they're working, yep.
For illegal aliens.
Yep. If they make the country stronger.
Amazing.
I have a question. So Trump has deported
Brother.
2 million people, and black unemployment has only gone up and up and up. So if deporting people helped jobs, then why is black unemployment skyrocketing by 20%?
Because blacks are lazy and don't want to work.
Only under Trump?
They
Only
are
under the,
DEI people. They want free stuff.
Only
and
under the past 9 months.
Obama and Biden, they got all stuff free. But let me ask, should America put American first or illegal aliens first?
obviously America.
And why you say obvious?
Because we should always be putting America first in terms of how much money we're bringing in terms of the resources we can offer Americans at the bottom. What you're advocating for is deporting so many people that we actually lose resources. It would hurt the GDP. The CBO
So
estimates a
if we
500.
sent the illegals back, would there be more job opening for the blacks? You mentioned the blacks.
Yeah.
Would the blacks go to work? You said yes, right?
No. I'm answering your question. No, that would not happen.
So,
You want to know why?
if they sent the illegal aliens back, the blacks would not go to work.
Donald Trump has already sent 2 million illegal aliens back, according to his own administration, and black unemployment has gone up 20% since he took office.
All right. Now, try to help me understand this part right here, okay? If illegal immigrants are leaving, 2 million now, 1.5 self-deported. If 2 million illegal immigrants that were working here are no longer working, he thinks that it makes sense that black unemployment rising, it's a Donald Trump problem? Wouldn't it be making more jobs available for black people? Or do those people just don't want to work? Interesting.
So your
So
theory
you're
is just not
saying
true.
that if Trump sent the illegal aliens back,
He is.
the blacks would not go to work?
It's not happening. He's sending them back. and
Why the
black
blacks
unemployment's
won't
going
go
up.
to work?
It's not that black people won't go to work. It's that a weakening job market hits black Americans first.
Why is it that the blacks won't take those jobs?
No, it's not that. It's that when the job market starts to soften or weaken, it hits black Americans disproportionately.
If they took away welfare, would the blacks go to work then?
If they took away welfare, would black people go to work?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that simple. I don't think the incentive structures are that clean.
What do we need to do to get the blacks to go to work?
No, black unemployment was doing well under Biden.
Listen, he's only 23 years old. He's doing very good. I think he's doing very good. Yes, he's messing up the answers, but he's doing very good. My hat's off to this kid. Well, you know, he's a grown man, but to me, he's a kid. My son is 8 years older than him.
But now it's not doing well. Look it up.
That's not true.
You have a laptop.
But
you can,
listen,
you can look up Fred.
why the blacks won't go to work even if we took away their welfare?
It's not that simple. You can't.
Why is it not simple for the blacks to go to work?
No, black people, black unemployment going up right now. Has
But you're
nothing
not
to do with
answering the
welfare.
question. Why is it not simple for the blacks to go to work?
It is. Black unemployment was
But
fine
you
9
said they
months
would
ago.
not go to work.
No. I'm saying right
Even
now.
if we ship the illegal aliens back, you said the blacks would not go to
That's
work.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're being laid off right now. They're at work and they're being laid off.
But that doesn't make sense.
No, it does. Look
How
up.
that make sense? They're laying off the blacks, but they're keeping the illegals on the job.
No, so illegal immigrants are being deported at the highest rate in a while. 2 million illegal immigrants have been deported under Trump, which is true, right? But you'd think because of that, black unemployment would go down.
But what's wrong with the blacks that they won't take those jobs?
No, it's not that they're not taking the jobs. It's that due to Donald Trump's tariffs and deportations, the job market is really, really softening, so black Americans get affected first.
Everybody else going to work but the blacks. Why?
No, black unemployment is up among my generation. Unemployment is
He's not going to be able to answer that question. Oh, Pieman. So you have all these different accounts. I blocked this guy 3 times, and he's managed to come back with a different profile. All right, Trinity. If you see that guy that makes these little comments in here, I don't like creeps. Let's just be honest. I don't like creeps. And if you know that you're being disrespectful, you continue to be here. It tells me that you are not really trying to have a conversation and you're just trolling, but you know, I got the power. All right, guys, it is the end of the night for me. I think we did 12 hours today. Liberty for all, you are the man today. You ended being the boss of the stream for tonight. I love you, brother. Te quiero mucho. Un abrazo muy caluroso de amigo y de hermano. Gracias. Muchas gracias por todo lo que has hecho por mí, ¿oíste? To Junior, you as well. Love you, my brother. Can't wait to see you here next year. Let's hope that we can do that campaigning together. I look forward to it. Hopefully, you'll be all right doing it as well. Trinity, have a good night. Coca, Renee, everybody, have a wonderful night, and I will leave you guys with some jams to listen to so that you don't get bored. Heath Woods, have a good night, brother. I appreciate every single one of you guys, just so you know that, please. Don't listen to these negative hoodlums that come in here and try to destroy our good vibes. Till the next time, I'll see you guys in the morning probably. Day 38 of the government shutdown. What the hell are we going to do once it's over? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen.